Hello, hello, hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to y'all. It's been a minute since we've had a Monday stream. Good to see ya. What is up, Stone Raid Productions and Dan Wildfire and Lotha Cannon and Mike the Mailman and the Mike Arnold and everyone else? How's everyone doing today? I know, it's a Monday. Normally we don't have Monday streams anymore, but this week is weird. So basically, it's spoiler season starting tomorrow, and during spoiler season, we've been missing a lot of streams lately, and I really don't like missing so many streams during spoiler season. So tomorrow, they're doing a preview stream and kicking off spoiler season at noon, so I'm gonna have to spend all afternoon doing a spoiler video. So I figured, rather than just missing the stream, I just move it to today, so no stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing spoiler stuff, but this will replace tomorrow's stream, and we got some interesting decks to check out today. I'm kind of excited. I've really been enjoying Explorer lately. It has the awesomeness of older formats like Pioneer, but also the cleanness of Arena. Like it looks pretty on stream, so I think it's the best of both worlds. So that is the plan for today. Special Monday stream, playing some Explorer, hanging out. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful weekend. Good to see everyone. Welcome. Stay away from the windows. Get low in the house if possible. Yeah, I mean, hopefully there's not actually a tornado. There was a tornado, possibility of tornado warning or something. I haven't heard anything about like a tornado being on the ground, but it's supposed to be severe thunderstorms with some chance of or tornadoes. So we'll see if I suddenly disappear, that means the power went out, because it's like literally thunderstorming as we speak. It's quieted down right this second, but it's supposed to be going on all afternoon. So we'll see. Hopefully we make it through the stream. So hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Oh my goodness. Asterius Goddess. That was a tricky name. Welcome to the Fishbowl. First time sub. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup to you for you. Thank you. So what are we playing today? We got 1, 2, 3 Explorer decks I want to check out. Elf, welcome to the Fishbowl. Gonna be trying Pioneer Gates on Friday using a list from February. That deck's so much fun. I have so much fun with that deck. How's Bear doing? Bear's doing pretty well. He had a fun weekend. Oh my goodness. We were playing with him with the hose. He loves the water. He loves the water. There's a video on my Twitter I actually posted of him he tries to eat it, the water coming out of the hose. So he had a good weekend. He just hung out in the hot and played in the water. He is the laziest. He's the laziest dog I've ever met. Here's little Bear story, and then we'll do reminders and talk about our deck and start playing. So it's been really hot and humid, and Bear's a big boy, so he's always panting, and I'm always worried he's not drinking enough. So I decided, because Mosey Sweater, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. So I decided, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take a water bottle and bring it right into the bedroom by where he sleeps. And I'll just put his water bowl in there, and he'll have water right next to him. He won't even have to walk all the way out in the other room to get a drink. This is going to be great. And then he can just drink whenever he wants to. So I was thinking that'll be a great idea. So I fill it up. I bring it in there. What does Bear do? He's the laziest. I swear he's the laziest dog. He doesn't even bother to stand up. He just scooches on his belly like a worm across the floor to where the water is, and just plops his head in the bowl. Doesn't even stand up, just plops the whole head down and slurps it with his tongue. He's so lazy he can't even stand up to get a drink, which I think is why I love him. Daniel from Brazil, good to see you. So reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, special video today, trying to see how much damage it's possible to deal in standard. I don't know. Did y'all see that video yet? It's short. It's like 5 minutes. I'm curious what you think. It's a little different style, a little bit fillish, I guess, being really short and just focusing on one cool game. But I'm curious your thoughts. Not that would replace the long form gameplay content. That's not going away. But is a special thing. I'm curious what people think of it. So check that out on the YouTube. Of course, tons of other stuff coming up on the YouTube as well. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom, and if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Maybe you need a mystery booster whisper silk cloak. They got you. Or a party Jace, or a Mailcar Rebirth S tier MDFC. You can get them all at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free goldfish sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes, and they will hook you up. Otherwise, Discord, check it out. New and improved merch page, token, t-shirts, playmats. Good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations always appreciated, never required. $2 or more $2 more gets your message read on stream. So, what are we playing today? We got a couple of different Explorer options. This deck actually is a Pioneer deck. I just found this deck list. Someone played it on Magic Online in Pioneer, and I was looking at it, I was like, okay, this is interesting. So this is kind of a mid-rangey deck, but it's not Winota, which is already rare. Why is someone playing a mid-range deck that is not Winota in Pioneer? Because you could just play Winota, and Winota's busted, and even got the Mana Dorks and a lot of the same cards. And then I realized this is actually a really weird, janky combo deck. And the idea is, as far as I can tell, maybe I'm missing something, but as far as I can tell, the goal is to play a Combat Celebrant, which can be exerted to take an extra combat step, and then get down to Jaxis. Jaxis also works with Fable of the Mirror Breaker, either one of those flipped. So Jaxis can copy the Combat Celebrant, and then Combat Celebrant, the copy can attack and exert, and that's going to untap the Jaxis. So when we do it again and again, it's not infinite because we'll run out of mana eventually, but we should be able to just take enough combats that we win the game on the spot. Can also do the same thing with Fable of the Mirror Breaker. If we throw a Zika's Chariot into the mix, I think we're able to copy the exerted token that we make from Jaxis or Fable of the Mirror Breaker to get even more of them. So it's like this weird Gruel mid-range combo cloning Kiki-Jiki Combat Celebrant prio. So I really want to see if this deck actually can do anything. I want to see if we can pull up the combo, basically. So that's where we're starting. Gruel Jaxas combo. Backup decks. We have Jund Land Destruction Fires, I guess I'm calling it. It's basically Jund Fires. I've been surprised. I haven't seen any Fires decks in Explorer. In Pioneer proper, Fires is actually pretty popular, I would say, like solid tier 2 archetype. This is kind of a fun take on it. It's Fires, you got Golos, you got Jewel Thief to ramp into it, ramping into Casualties of War with the Fires to blow up your stuff, and Cleansing Wildfire. So not a lot of the janky bad land destruction, but still a nice land destruction sub-theme. Assassin's Trophy, once we run our opponent out of basics, can be blowing up our opponent's lands as well. So maybe we play some Jund Fires. And then the last deck, this is a viewer submitted deck, and I forgot about this deck altogether. This deck is actually, I don't know if you remember, hey, what's up, Holy Diva? Breathe. Yeah, I can't do that. I do get kind of into it when I'm explaining decks, don't I? This deck, I don't know if you remember this deck. This deck in Standard, a Knight's Adventure, I don't know if you remember us playing this. It was so sweet. This was back during Adventure Standard, when everyone was playing like straight up Teamer Adventures, ramping into Ultimatums and so forth, and we had this budget deck we played, and I think they even made a Challenger deck of it, but it was Adventures, but it was Knight Tribal, trying to use Smitten Swordmaster to drain opponents out of the game. Someone recently sent me an Explorer version of it, and I forgot just how much I love this deck. It looks a little weird on paper, but in practice, like, Smitten Swordmaster was so good. Like, it would get people by surprise in Order of the Midnight, getting a bunch of stuff back from the graveyard. So now we have an Explorer build. Also gets to play Ob Textless, which seems really sweet in the deck. We like Ob to sacrifice a Smitten Swordmaster to get it back with Order of Midnight to drain our opponent again. So maybe we get to that one as well. If we don't get to it today, we'll get to it at some point, because no Circle of Loyalty. Wrong colors. That's my excuse. Wrong colors. So that's a plan for today, everyone. But let's start by seeing if we can combo off with some Jund. So, Great Favor's so good. It looks like it's not that impressive. Like, I remember even in Standard, the deck doesn't look like much, but then when you actually play it, it actually played so good. So, how was everyone's weekend? Anyone do anything exciting this weekend? How are you, Holy Diva? Good to see you, by the way. Hello, hello. Curry Favor's insane, indeed. Also tomorrow, so tomorrow at noon, they're starting Commander Legends spoilers. So we're going full on into 2 weeks of spoilers again. Oh, yeah, I'm going to Command Fest Richmond in like 3 weeks now, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. The first week in June. I don't know if any of you are going to be there. If you are, come say hello. Definitely a little nervous about the corona. I realized after all the pandemic stuff started and I just didn't leave my house for so long, I like never got sick. I know I got sick once like a month or two ago, but I like just didn't get sick at all for 2 years, which was actually kind of sweet. But Corpse Explosion we could play in the Jund deck. Maybe we might have enough creatures. Unless it looks kind of sweet. We have Jaxis and Combat Celebrant. Could work. I was supposed to go to a baseball game, but I couldn't go last minute. Other than that, was lazy due to the heat. Yeah, oh, let's see if our opponent knows what to take. They probably take Combat Celebrant because when you see Combat Celebrant, you know something scary is about to happen. Like, no one just plays Combat Celebrant for value. Oh, everyone's sick. It must be the summer sickness. Yeah, I know. I guess if you just stay away from other human beings, you don't get as many germs. Who would it? Wow, that is not exactly what I expected. Well, Den of the Bugbear, go. Well, we can Combat Celebrant into Jaxis and make a couple copies. We can't go, oh, red mana. That means our opponent might actually have removal. Well, play this. Combat Celebrant, please don't kill it. We're not doing anything unfair. It'll be fine, opponent. Trust me, it'll be fine. If our opponent kills it, then we gotta kill him fairly. Ooh, okay. Oh, this can turn on Fatal Push, maybe? Opponent hits a land. Yeah, Combat Celebrant's one of those cards that just keeps creeping up. Oddly, it's like, I think almost has to be reprinted now, which is so weird. Oh, okay. Okay, well, here we go. So, play the land. I don't think we win here, but we do get to deal a bunch of damage. So, Jaxis, blitz it. Actually, do we? Whoa, we do win here. Wait, okay, don't. Oh, no. Oh, don't go away, opponent. Oh, wait, would we have had lethal? So we blitz Jaxis. We copy Combat Celebrant. We hit for 8. It untaps everything. Oh, we easily win there, don't we? Is this deck busted? Is this deck busted and no one realized it? Wow, we just easily had turn 4 lethal. We're going to have 2 Combat Celebrants, 3 combats, another copy. Oh, we had like 50 damage there or something. Finish the deck list for Leaked Commander. Working on a second one so the videos can be ready right when the cards are officially spoiled. Such a good idea, Doug. I appreciate that. You're not going to be at Richmond, are you? All right, opponent's playing the Artifact deck. Cindervine's in. Clothis, maybe? Cindervine's Clothis. Go down. Domri. Go down. Gilded Goose. And maybe an Innkeeper? Try it like that. Yeah, normally we stream on, this is Explorer, Magic Arena Pioneer, essentially. So normally we stream Tuesday and Thursday. Tomorrow I got to do spoiler stuff because they're kicking off spoiler season at noon tomorrow. So normally I do spoilers in the morning and then I stream, but it's just not possible on the first day of spoilers. So no stream tomorrow, but I didn't want to just skip the stream altogether. So I figured this would be a good way to avoid miss. Oh, wow. Opponent's got the spice. Ravenous Intruder. Interesting. Huh. I have not seen this. Well, yeah, I guess we just Reckless Stormseeker. Honk, honk. Get in there. Has anyone else played Explorer? Am I the only one that plays this format? I found Explorer to be super fun. More fun than I expected. I thought it might be a format where it was like, oh, this will be sweet. This will be sweet in a while. Like, this will be sweet in a while once we get some more pieces. But it turns out it's a format that's actually just sweet right now. Yeah, we got some ATOG action. Fatal Push. Okay. Oh, my God. Even more lands. So many lands. Well, Jingatha. Oh, yeah, I guess the economy, always an issue on Arena. I've been playing the Gates deck. You streamed the other day. Explore, lots of fun. How's the Gates deck been? Oh, my God, even more lands. Oh, goodness. All right, well, Zika's Chariot. At least our opponent is also doing essentially nothing, so I guess maybe we're fine flooding out. Only 4 years of wildcard, and you, too, can play an Explorer deck. Have returned to Monday streams. This is a special stream. Can't stream tomorrow because of spoiler stuff, but I didn't want to miss the stream altogether and only have one stream this week, so this was my workaround for the spoiler thing tomorrow. Anarchist opponent. Voldaren Epica. Sure. Well, we might just win like a dirty chariot player here. Opponent plays a land. Oh my goodness, are we flooding? Okay. Actually, you know what? This makes more sense. Land, Jengatha, Crew the Chariot, go attacking. I gotta say, Jaxis is a card that's impressed me. I thought Jaxis was pretty, like, medium, and it's actually been really good. Eberil Blaza, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get in, get in, get in. Copy the cat. I kind of miss Monday streams. Always a good start to the week. Well, I'm hopeful that we'll have some more of them. I don't think they're going to come back as a weekly thing. I just, with the other stuff we're doing, like the Commander Clash podcast and stuff, there's only so many hours in the day, but hopefully we'll sneak in some more special ones when it works out. I gave up on the arena with Alchemy. Is there land destruction in Standard? Not good land destruction. I'm sure there's something that technically destroys a land. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I'm sure there is a card that kind of destroys a land, but no, there's not good land destruction. There's some in Explorer, I guess. Skittering Surveyor, first time sub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think our opponent's just dead, which is kind of sad for our opponent because we have drawn so badly. All right, opponent, Croxa. Sure. Well, I don't know. Maybe this Croxa can get our opponent back into it. We can't really attack into it. Llanowar Elves. Okay. Well, can we attack? If we attack with everything, our opponent blocks here. Maybe it's worth attacking. So opponent blocks here. They take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we get an... Maybe that is just correct. Oh, Waking the Trolls. Yeah, we do have Waking the Trolls. That would be fun to add to the Jund deck, actually. The other option is what? Do nothing and blow up the Anvil? Maybe that's better. Well, we need to use something to crew the Chariot. That also gains life. You know what? Let's just wait, I think. Let's blow up the Anvil. I think this is fine. We blow up the Anvil. We play Llanowar, we play the land. And then hopefully set up for a big attack next turn. Or maybe we draw something. Like a Jaxis would be sort of interesting. I guess being empty-handed Jaxis doesn't do that much. Yeah, we were almost but not quite lethal. If we just attacked with everything. Opponent. Wow, that is... Okay, painful. But sure. I mean, I guess we crew. Opponent's gonna take 5. It's a lot of damage to kill Jengatha. Feed the Swarm, the most painful way to kill something. Another Oni called Anvil. Well, maybe that gives our opponent a chance. Opponent. Wow. Okay. Well, that's not good. We lost our 2 best things. Okay. Very bad. Opponent plays a land. Goes to combat. Huh. Okay. Now we have nothing. Gala Greeter, eh? Well, play the Gala Greeter. The problem now is our opponent can just sit back and do this Anvil stuff forever. Wait, we're getting magic tattoos? Who's getting magic tattoo? Opponent. I feel like I should get a magic tattoo, but I've never really come up with the right thing to get. Opponent hits more removal, gets... Yeah, this is taking a turn for the worse. Wow, gonna kill the goose? Okay. Sure. I would think Gallagreeters was better, but... Opponent. Getting in. 5 cards in the graveyard. So if we kill it, they just get it back? Oh, this is so bad. All right, well, block with Llanowar, I guess. Yes, this is less than ideal. This anvil's so busted. I missed a subscriber message. Oh no. Oh no. Abriel Brazier. Hey Seth, I need your help. I want to get knuckle tattoos. I'm thinking either Mana Rock or Mana Dork. Which do you think is better? Who? So are you? What format do you play more? I think that's the real question. Well, okay. This is kind of interesting. So this can become a 2/2. I think if you're a commander player in Kitchen Table Jank, I think Mana Rock then. I think if you're like a modern player or something, the Mana Dork, Mana Screw, you need, can you go on the thumb though? I don't know much about knuckle tattoos. Is it just 4 or can you go 5? What? That's actually a really good question. What? Are we in danger of dying? Well, fire that up. Go to combat. Attack. Grow the Gallagreater. Does this attack just kill us? I'm thinking about tattoos. Oh, opponent also. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Opponent has a Den of the Bugbear. Okay. 6, 9. Okay, so we are dead. Sure. Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered what we did, but I did miss that Den of the Bugbear. All right, so you have 2 4-letter words. Draw, play draw. Play draw is pretty good. Play draw. Is there any magic card that would work? Ooh, blue mana. Okay, I like it. What are iconic? I don't even know how to look up 4-letter words. I don't think Scryfall has a filter for 4-letter words. I wonder if they're, oh, get wrecked. Punt. Punt is 4 letters. There's got to be something to go with punt. Flashy blue. Welcome to the fish. Oh, Bolt and Bird. Okay. I actually like that. Have 13 twos, but none are MTG related. I have 1 tattoo from forever ago. But it's not MTG related, but I kind of do want an MTG tattoo, honestly. Well, maybe this is where we try the hearse. Maybe hearse is good. Let's give it a shot and see. See if this is Reckless Hearse time to shine. At least it'll keep us from getting Crocsed. Wow, Tron. Crowd pleaser. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. All right, 3-drop tribal. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, it could be 1 8-letter word. Farewell. And then you just put your hands together. Smart. That's very smart. Opponent. Maybe I just do it against the odds pool. Maybe that's how we decide. If we can narrow it down to like 4 or 5 options, how about that? Narrow it down to 4 or 5 options, do a poll, and I'll get a tattoo of whatever people vote on. I actually kind of like that idea because I haven't been able to make up my mind. I mean, okay, so I got to come up with 5 magic options for a tattoo. Blood Moon obviously has been suggested. Panharmonicon obviously has been suggested. Ooh, Mana Burn. Oh, good game. Yes, and you can do it early if you want to, like turn 2, just boom. just like an arena player. Ha. I actually kind of like that. About it. Do we kill this? If we kill this, you know what, because they're sacking stuff, I think we actually stomp it because they don't have the mana to sack it to Deadly Dispute. Ooh, you have a tattoo gum? You do it for free. Ooh. I might have to take you up on that. So what else would I have on my list? Let's say if we have Blood Moon Panharmonicon. The problem with Panharmonicon is I don't think that... Ooh, Kiki Jiki. Bugler Rats. What else would be on the poll though? I don't think I can get Utabi orangutan. What would my mother say? I already get yelled at when I go on Vince's stream. Could you imagine if I had Utabi orangutan tattoo? My theory with tattoos, and maybe this is changing, but I always thought, all right, if I get tattoos, I'll just put them in places where people can't necessarily see them if I don't want them to. I don't know if I get a knuckle tattoo. Maybe I would now though. Tattoos are like, even compared to like 10 years ago, I feel like tattoos are just so much more widely accepted now. Hey, South the Jet, do you think Slip Out the Back might have plate in constructed with Uro or Croxa? Should stifle the sack effect, if I'm not mistaken. It does, and it could. Someone sent me a deck list for Legacy. I think it was actually Mike who was in the chat, but someone sent me a deck list for Legacy, and it was using Slip Out the Back to keep a Phyrexian Dreadnought on the battlefield, which was pretty sweet. Oh. Do we go for the win? So we have two options here. Bone Crusher, Gala Greeters. You know what? Well, we're going to do it. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. A goldfish tattoo would be sweet. Oh, they don't. Oh, all right. Then I think our opponent's dead if they don't have attack exert, untap. Oh, all right. So opponent had the option. They just chose not to use it. Interesting decision. Yeah, I know. How did Slip Out the Back work? Opponent sacks, makes it 2-2. Can we close out this game? Even through the 2-2s, opponent hits a Volt Surge, kills our Combat Celebrant. Land, passes. Well, land. Gala Greeters. Bone Crusher Giant. Opponent, even more removal. All right. Well, your go. Opponent. Pass it. Oh, that's a really good draw. That's a good one. All right, well, go to combat. I think we attack with both. Opponent. I mean, hopefully this chariot closes. Opponent blocks. Goes to 1. Azeka's chariot. Oh, BLUD Moon. I don't know if I get a knuckle tattoo. I think I'd actually get some sort of like magic art. That's the problem with Panharmonicon. The problem with Panharmonicon is it just doesn't have good tattoo art. That's my issue with that one. There's no way our opponent survives this, right? Hopefully. There's the hearse. Well, I mean, please just die already. All right, down to the Bugbear, fire it up. Crew the Zeka's chariot. Go to combat. Come on, opponent. Volt Surge kills it down to the Bugbear. Annoying. And all right, so opponent's still gonna die, I think. Copy a cat. Volt Surge. Wow, they pieced it together to stay on. Opponent does not want to die. Opponent does not want to die. Okay, opponent still alive. Plays a land. Oh, there we go. There we go. Gala Greeters. This works. Jaxis, blitz it. I think this should do it. An opponent. Oh, well, that wasn't easy, but we got there. Opponent had the experimental synthesizer to make it. Black Lotus would be good art. Just as far as like iconic art, because really like having Blood Moon or something would be sweet. But really, the reason I want to get a magic tattoo is just to kind of represent magic in general. Yeah, it was a lottery. Opponent fought the good fight. Came up a bit short. I kind of just want to represent. So even if it wasn't a card that was like super personal to me, Stasis, look at me, I'm the DCI. That would be an easy one. I could probably give myself that tattoo right now. Mana dorks. Well, I guess that's fine. We'll draw into something. Well, Stomping Grounds, untapped, and the Llanowar Elves. Mana symbols could be good. I don't think it could be Utabi Orangutan. I honestly think my mother she would be so mad. We talked about this earlier. If I get yelled at for going on Vince's stream, could you imagine? Could you imagine that tattoo? Well, honk honk, run out the Gilded Goose, Gala Greeter. Opponent appears to be Esper controlling. Make a treasure. Pass the turn. Oh, Hedron Archive could be sweet. Considers. Mills a Fatal Push. Discards Park Healing to hand size. That's frightening. Well, now we gotta try to kill our opponent quickly somehow. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Counter on Gala Greeters. Hit you for the big 3. Pass the turn. I can see this being a great looking tattoo. Yeah, give me your... Okay. I mean, maybe Panharmonicon could work. I have a hard time picturing what it would look like as a tattoo. I guess you'd have to have a really good tattoo artist do it. Someone that could actually get the detail in there. That would probably be the way to do it. Blood Moon would actually probably be a pretty sweet tattoo. I could see Blood Moon. Haha. Oh, there's Jaxis. Discard a land. Play Domri. An opponent scoops it up. Too good, too good. Blood Moon would make a great tattoo, wouldn't it? Like, I feel like Blood Moon, maybe Blood Moon's just the way to go. If you just look at the Blood Moon art, you could definitely, what Blood Moon art would I go with, though? The old one is so classic. This one has the face on it, which looks kind of cool. Like, that would be a sweet tattoo. Ooh, what about, could you somehow do mana symbols that were also cards? Like, the red mana symbol is a Blood Moon. The blue mana symbol is... I'd have to think through the cards. That would be cool if it could somehow be a hybrid. So it was like the back of a Magic card. Like the back of a Magic card. So you got the mana symbols, but then each symbol was actually a card or represented a card. Ponder. The blue one could be Ponder. And then Panharmonicon in the middle. Okay, I could see that. How many of you actually have tattoos? We don't want to go with the most disgusting art of all time. Everyone's about Utabi Orangutan and like the most disgusting art in Magic. Macabre Waltz. Blood Moon wouldn't be art that would transfer well to a tattoo because of the background. Ugh. Only banned tattoo so far. MTG guild tattoo. All right, let's sideboard. I will. Actually, we can look up There's got to be MTG tattoos, right? All right, let's look at MTG tattoos. Wow, people got some sweet tattoos. We still should sideboard though. What are we playing against? Greasfang. Yes. So we need to be able to kill Greasfang. Oh my god, we got to do this very quickly. Oh, we're running out of time. 16 seconds. Trim a couple of those. Trim one of those. Keep that. Trim one of those. Trim one of those. Close enough. Hopefully that's good. All right, but after this game, we'll look at some magic tattoos. Maybe we'll get some inspiration. Yeah, and Licensed Hearse is probably our best card here. Oh, not the promo Certain Visions. No. That is the... Speaking of worst magic card of all time. Oh, this is greedy, but we're keeping it. Don't Thought Caesar. I mean, we have what we want. This answers Greasfang. This exiles a... Ooh, and we drew the land, too. All right, that makes me feel better. So this hand's actually really good now. We get down the land of our elves. We have an answer to the graveyard. We can filter with our Fable the Mirrorbreaker Trod. Braids would be a sweet tattoo. Opponent passes. Well, down to the Bugbear. Is there a way we can die this turn? If we play Fable the Mirrorbreaker, our opponent discards. You know what? Yeah, Unlicensed Hearse. And hit you for 1. Get in there, Land of War Elves. About it. Ooh, Lake of the Dead. Yeah, there's got to be... What about Horrible Hordes? Horrible Hordes is one of my favorite magic cards. That would actually be pretty funny. I wonder if someone could actually pull it off. I mean, I guess if you have a good enough tattoo artist, they're probably going to be able to do it. About it. Horrible Hordes would actually probably be an interesting tattoo. I don't know why. I've always thought this art was just so unique. Like, wouldn't that be a great tattoo? Oh, Gitrog tattoo. What is this guy doing? Is he sawing himself in half? That could be a good, like, metal band cover. I could see that being an album cover. Opponent, Ledger Shredder. Well, let's snipe your graveyard. Snipe. Opponent passes. Even more Unlicensed Hearses. Well. Alright, now we're going to get on our Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. See if we can actually progress towards something here at some point. Pass the turn. Opponent. Ledger Shredder's so good. Quazox, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Ooh, that is a sweet one. That's actually a really nice looking Ellis Shorn tattoo. The other thing is, so it'd be cool if it was magic-y, but it was also generic enough that I wouldn't have to explain magic to every person I meet that doesn't know magic. That would be the only other thing. Kind of like the Blood Moon guitar. The Blood Moon guitar, which is still one of the coolest things anyone's ever given me. The Blood Moon guitar is pretty good like that because, yes, it's magic-y, but it also just looks like a kind of a cool guitar. So some people who don't know magic see it and they're just like, oh, that looks sweet. Mark Rosewater's face. I don't know if I'm that much of a Marrow fanboy. About it gets in, I assume. Unlicensed Hearse is doing some work. Hits us. Now, filter and filter. Would like to hit lands. Huh. So much for the land idea. Well, fry the Ledger Shredder. Pass the turn. About it, Adepts. Yeah, the Ledger Shredder's gonna... We learned last... Oh, no, another one. We learned last stream that it quickly gets too big to deal with. Opponent, Tainted Indulgence. Loots and loots. Ooh, there's a Parhelion. Okay. I mean, we're also just kind of losing naturally, which is awkward. We do need to draw land so we can put something on the battlefield. Because our opponent will just kill us by attacking eventually. Well, exile. At some point, this Unlicensed Hearse is going to be huge. We just can't crew it. About it. Gets in, hits us. Sure. Down to 12. Passes. Oh my god, still not a land. Oh, this is so bad. Well, okay. Try the Ledger Shredder. Hitch over one. How do we only have 2 lands in the top 14 cards of our deck? A Fry Tattoo. I mean, now that I just killed 2 Ledger Shredders in a row, could be worth it. Opponent gets in. Oh, we could try to block with this. I assume our opponent has removal, though. Is that okay? We're out of removal for this Greasfang. I mean, they gotta have removal. You know, I think we do it. We can't afford to just lose to Greasefang either. Wow, is this working? Is this actually gonna work? Oh my god. Oh! Oh my goodness, it worked! It worked! It worked! Odds on that were so low. Helichrome for the... How did that happen? For the 34th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Okay, now I'm feeling better about things. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am actually shocked. Opponent plays a land. Well, yeah. Hearse, grow it. Maybe Hearse is good. Greasefang and Ledger Shredder. Okay, so opponent does eventually kill it. These are going to chill on the battlefield, apparently. Wow, I wish we had mana. So... Gala Greeter. Copy it. Make a treasure. We're going to get our mana one way or another. We are doing it on hard mode. Rather than drawing a land, we will just have to Kiki Jiki Gala Greeters. Yeah, I don't know why these are... Aww. Well, okay. Well, there's... They even survived the Henny's expertise. Whoa, and now they're huge. Still no land. All right, Fable the Mirror Breaker. Make a dork. What are they doing? They keep... It is turning into Moto, isn't it? I wonder how much of the stuff that people complain about with Moto is going to happen on Arena too. Opponent. Good thing this isn't a real Greasefanger, would be in serious trouble. Opponent passes. Oh my god, still not a land. This is getting ridiculous. 2 lands out of 17 cards. Okay. Discard Jaxis and Gala Greeters. We finally found a land. It happened. Now what? I'll go to combat. Attack ya. Get a treasure. Wandering Emperor. Okay. Samurai blocks. Well, play a land. Combat Celebrant. Pass the turn. Gonna need an opponent to play a creature to see if it enters on top of the pile. Yeah, I'm sure they will eventually. Oh, no. Samurai is small and off to the side. All right, here comes the lands. So we flip the Saga. I mean, I think we, do we go for it or do we wait? All right, let's Gala Greeters. Stormseeker. Next turn is the turn where we can try to combo. Make a treasure. Haste. I guess Stormseeker. Attack Wandering Emperor. Next turn's the turn we go for it. Yeah, Jaxis is really impressed me about it. Okay. The problem is if they ever find another Greasefang, we lose. Like they have the Parhelion. We're low enough on life that we literally just die if they top deck Greasefang. Or opt into Greasefang. To the bottom, that's a good direction. Draws 2, and they found it. All right, well, yeah. Hey, what's up, Zach? What do you think about this Greasefang deck? What do we think? I'm really curious, like, so they banned Winota. I'm curious to see. Well, I mean, I guess Cindervines can answer Greasefang. Clothis. I'm curious to see. Yeah, maybe no Bone Crushers. Let's try it like that. I'm curious to see how good this deck ends up being. Graveyard Hate. Well, I mean, we had Graveyard Hate for most of that game, but we still lost. They're able to. Yeah, combo control is an archetype that ends up making people upset. Combo's one thing. But combo and control together, that's when people start to get a bit salty. Also, I wonder, seeing this opponent mulligan, it makes me wonder how much of Winota and Greasefangs in these decks, we haven't talked about this in a while, but how much of it goes back to the mulligan rule change? I wonder that too. That's something I stay up at night sleeping, thinking about, not sleeping, wondering, what if it was Vancouver mulligan? Would this deck still be as strong? Hey, Seth, are you planning to do some Explore for budget Magic at some point? Because that would be epic. Maybe. So the problem I run into is, how do you do budget for Explorer? Like, what would the budget even be? The whole idea of budget on Arena is just, it's just endlessly frustrating. Well, we're having a heck of a time drawing lands today. Well, Jaxis, make a treasure. Also, last game, I think we would have won had we been able to play our spells at some point. Like, that also really hurt us, that we were stuck on 2 lands for 17 cards, and it's kind of happening again. Yeah, Grafdigger's Cage does not work in this matchup. Karos, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you. Thank you. So that's something I struggle with budget on Arena. Artisan, yeah, I mean, that's true. But it's very difficult to make many decks that are actually interesting and competitive without rares or mythics. At least that's been my experience. Especially outside of Standard. I think it gets more challenging once you get back to older formats. Like, in a format like Standard, a good example is we played Arcane Bombardment. And that was pretty budget friendly on Arena. Hey, what's up, Gordon? How are you? It was pretty budget friendly. I think it was 14 rares and mythics, maybe 12 if you discount the sideboard because you're playing best of one. So that was actually pretty budget friendly. But we were able to get away with playing all tap dual lands. We just played all the common dual lands, which helped keep the budget down. I don't think you can do that very much in a format like Explorer. It becomes much, much harder to actually just play all tap lands, because then you just get run over. Or if you're an aggro deck, you play too far off curve. So it gets challenging. I would love to have some budget decks for Explorer, though, because Explorer is sweet. The funny thing is that it'll probably just be based on paper budget, I guess. Like, we've had a lot of really interesting So our opponent have the Parhelion. We've had some really interesting Pioneer budget decks. And I think it's actually a really solid format for budget. Huh. So we can't really do anything if our opponent just triggers this. Spell Greasfang Loot. I mean, I guess we just run out the Chariot. Opponent. Yeah, so we'll see. I'll see what I can do about Explorer, but honestly, I tried to do budget on Arena, and I've mostly just given up on making Arena budget decks. Or not given up on it, but eventually I just decided that I couldn't focus too much on Arena prices, essentially. Like, that was where I ended up. Because for a while, my thinking was, all right, if I play a standard budget deck, I want it to be budget friendly on Arena. That's my primary goal, is to make sure it's budget friendly on Arena. And eventually, I just realized I mostly had just stopped making standard budget decks. So, because of that, I decided, all right, well, maybe I actually have to loosen this restriction a little bit and focus more on paper prices. We gotta hit our lands. Yeah, we got to. Like, if our opponent combos and wins and they got us, we just have had so many land problems here. Opponent. Monocolor decks are usually just good stuff files. Find 2-color. So I think there are budget decks. Oh no, are they actually gonna have it? We could be dying here. So there are budget decks that I think would work in Explore. Like, Mono Blue Spirits is one that I think you could make as a arena friendly budget deck. Araby, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. Opponent going off. Casting spells. Has the full combo, and we're dead. So the problem with this game, I think we win this match super easily if we weren't mana screwed both games. Like, that's why we lost, is because we were just 2 games in a row we were mana screwed. We need to be able to progress our board to pressure and leave up interaction. And when you only got 2 lands or 3 lands, you can't do both. So you got to take risky lines where you just kind of run out your spells. So, yeah. We have a new donation from Dan Wildfire, $2 donation. People are still going to need to make lands, especially for older formats, so build the deck so that there are no more than 4 mythics and 8 rares. The 50 wildcard package outside of lands, just my 2 cents. I've thought of, hey, thank you for the donation, Doug. I've thought of that. That's something I've considered, is for Arena in specific, try to exclude lands. But then the problem is, like, if you're a brand new player, oh no. How many land does this deck just not have enough lands? Is that the problem? Or is this deck super land cheaty and we're not realizing it? 23 and a bunch of mana dorks. That should be fine. Old Ben X, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. My concern with that is, like, a brand new player won't have them. So I guess the question is, like, who is Budget Magic for? You can definitely do some. I've arrived and you should see the bling. Wait, what bling are you talking about, Magikarp? I'm confused. What is this bling of which you speak? Yeah, let's Hong Kong. Get down the goose. So I guess the question is, who is Budget Magic for? Is it for new players, or is it for more, like, established Arena players who are trying to play on the cheap? Oh, Cleansing Wildfire, eh? Well, all right. We will take a mountain. Is our opponent playing a land destruction deck? What is going on? Beseiju as a land, and yeah, I guess we Fable. Gilligan is a little hit or miss. I'm still confused about the bling, Magikarp. Opponent. I think budget Magic is for franchise players who want to mess around on the cheap. Only franchise players are going to see the video anyway. So then I guess maybe the new player concern is less of a concern, because that would be my concern with just excluding lands and being like, okay, like if you're playing Arena, you should have the decent lands. So let's just exclude the lands from the budget. My one reason for not doing that was just worrying that that new players would be like, oh, well, I don't have those, so this actually is a budget for me. But maybe it'd be fine. The old bull order foil in DMS. I'm still confused. What's DMS? I feel like I'm missing something. Is DMS an abbreviation I should know? I'm so sorry, Magikarp. I'm so confused. Direct messages. Oh, my direct messages don't usually work on here. I don't know. Sometimes they do, but I don't see a direct message from you, Magikarp. Oh, it's on Discord. I see. Let's see. Play a land. We also need to not time out here. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just Stormseeker. Run out the Stormseeker. Haste it up. Opponent. All right, let me see. All right, we're back. All right, let me see, Magikarp. Ooh. The old border siphon mine does look super sweet. That looks very, very nice. Was it expensive? I feel like the old border siphon mine might actually be expensive, or at least somewhat expensive for a common, just because it's so popular in Commander. Opponent. So I think I can definitely do some budget Explorer decks. I think you can do some monocolor decks that are pretty sweet. So yeah, I think I should be able to mix some in, because I would really like people. I just really wish they would improve the economy in some way. That would make me so happy. All the formats I love are so expensive. I mean, Standard's been good too. So I've enjoyed Standard lately since Tursanuka Penna came out. But I feel like Modern really expensive because of Modern Horizons. Pioneer is the one format that kind of isn't absurdly expensive. Ooh. Oh, we can actually haste that? That's kind of sweet. Oh, if only we had the extra combat step here. So let's play a land. Play the land. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Make a token. Go to combat. Haste the Kiki Jiki. And then copy the token. So we get a treasure. Okay. All these random Kiki Jiki effects are actually like pretty powerful. Surprisingly powerful. Opponent takes their beats down to 11 past the turn. Hey, what's up, at Drago? Good to have you. Welcome. If you want to build a tier standard deck and you're concerned about rotation, I would say Esper. I'm actually a little nervous about how good Esper is going to be after rotation. If you look at the Esper deck, which is already, we got to look at Tattoo still too, don't we? Which is arguably already the best or second best deck in Standard. And you look through, I mean, so I guess it depends on the build a little bit. Some builds lose more than others. The more controlling builds don't lose a whole lot. Rafine stays, Interceptor stays, Underdog stays. You lose Luminarch Aspirant. Kaido stays, Wandering Emperor stays. One of Lolth, okay, I guess you lose that. Inferno Grasp stays. Vanishing Verse gets replaced by Void Red. So you really, Meathook Massacre stays. So Esper seems like a deck that is a pretty good bet to remain good through rotation, if it's a playstyle you enjoy. But that's a deck I would actually feel relatively comfortable crafting, even through rotation. Yeah, Pioneer doesn't have coffers, unfortunately. It does have... It has Nykthos, but Nykthos hasn't made its way onto Arena yet either, unfortunately. All right. Discard. And more Jaxises. How much damage can we deal? This Cavalier is big. Karn, Golos. So opponent's like a mono red Fires deck? I mean, Nykthos is very good. Nykthos is at near the top of my list of cards that I'd like to see added to Arena soon. That's one of the big missing pieces from Pioneer. All right, Stormseeker. Ouch. Untap land. Blitz Jaxas. Copy Stormseeker. Discard the Jaxis. Copy Stormseeker. Get a bunch of triggers. Put them all on the goose. Honk, honk. Honk, honk. Wait. These already have haste. This needs haste. Okay. Is this lethal? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Goose win. Goose win. Goose win. The power of the goose. Normally, Kill the Goose is kind of meh, but flying was like super relevant there. Reposting this. Perhaps you have the answer. Perhaps you have answered this multiple times already. Sorry. When will the website have Explorer deck lists? So right now there are viewer submitted Explorer decks, so you can find it on the website. The main issue with having the metagame page up and running is we haven't really had tournaments yet. So if you go to the metagame page, it's pretty blank. You can see recent viewer decks posted along the side, so you can see some deck lists. But once we actually get tournaments with published deck lists, then they'll be added to the metagame page. So really the sticking point at this point is just waiting for the tournaments to happen. I think there's been I tried to look it up on MTG Melee. And maybe we can start getting some of them on there. Like on MTG Melee, Explorer, there's... I guess there's a 10-person tournament and a 5-person tournament. But even that, you can't really have a metagame page out of a 5 and 10-person tournament. That would probably do more harm than good if people thought that was the actual metagame. And plus, that was before Winota was banned. So really, we're just waiting. We're just waiting for tournaments to come. Ghosts can be good sometimes. Hey, Seth, if you copy the Jaxis token, you get a free card when the Kiki clone dies. Ooh, that's a sneaky play. I like it, Flash. Oh, also, I don't know if you noticed this, but the Facebook page for Goldfish is gone, and I don't know why. We're trying to get it back up, but it seems like it got banned or something, which is so weird. Goldfish is so... We're so far away from any sort of line that haven't even been able to figure out why. Oh no, we should have sideboarded many minutes ago. Haven't figured out why. I can't even think of what possibly could make Facebook think they should ban the page, but yeah, I don't know. So hopefully we're going through the process of hopefully getting it back up. But if you go to the Facebook and notice it's missing, that's what's going on for some unknown reason. Jaxis makes the token gain the card draw trigger, so copying it with Kiki doesn't get that. Oh, does that actually not work? Opponent. Have you heard the new Kendrick album? I haven't. Should I? Kendrick's not someone I've really listened to a ton. opponent. Cascading Katarok. Well, down to the Bugbear. Gala Greeter. Go. And opponent. Yeah, we definitely need to sideboard faster. We get distracted. So that sometimes has a attention span of an actual goldfish. Starting sideboard with 8 seconds up. We just talk about other things. We talk about it. We'll switch to Judd. Before super long. Maybe after this match, we'll try the Judd Fires deck. All right, Reckless Stormseeker, smash ya. All right, we really could use a non-land Magic the Gathering cards would be helpful. About it, tap land. Or are we flipping? Good lord. Well, okay. Yeah. Here we go. 8 land. Our running with this deck has been so awkward. Like, incredibly awkward. We either stuck on 2 lads or we just draw all the lads. We need to split it up a little bit, Arena. Just a little. So, Explorer is Pioneer, but it doesn't have all the cards yet because Wizards needs to add more sets. So, it will be Pioneer. It will be Pioneer once we get the rest of the cards that we're missing. Well, fire this up, and I mean, yeah, I guess the Flood Out draw is gonna work. Hitting some creature lands does help. Get in, hit ya, opponent. Not looking good, opponent. Not looking good. 10 lands, no problem. I mean, it will literally be Pioneer. The only question is how quickly will it literally be Pioneer? We need quite a few cards. We don't need that many cards to have most of the top tier decks, but Pioneer, that is a good way to put it. I mean, the question is how near? Is it near like this year or near like 5 years? I'm hoping it's the sooner one. No, I'll have to check it out, Ducky Sausage. That's not my normal style of music listening, but I like all styles of music, so I'll check it out. Interesting. They said several years, and the question is, does it take several years until we have everything on Arena? That seems possible. If you think about what we're missing for Pioneer, and we'll switch to the Jund deck in just a minute. We gotta look at the tattoos too. But if you think about what we don't have that we need, like let's look at Pioneer real quick. So we have everything from here back through essentially here, thanks to the remastered sets. So we have more than half of Pioneer. What we're missing is Shadows of Innistrad block, Battle for Zendikar block, Khans block, Theros block, Return to Ravnica block, and some core sets. So it's definitely going to take several years to do all that. Like, let's say Wizards did a remastered set a year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. 2 a year. 1, 2, 3 years. So to actually get all the cards from all the sets on Arena, I think Wizards is legitimately right that it's going to take a few years. On the other hand, if you go to like the metagame page for Pioneer and you just look at what's missing, Wizards can do one master set, like Pioneer Masters, and basically give us functional Pioneer, where we're going to have all the top decks in the meta. We're going to have a bunch of other wacky cards that are not part of the meta, but we're not going to be like, okay, mono green, but we are missing Nykthos, so mono green isn't really good. Or be like, oh, Lotus Field combo is missing a couple things, so that's not a deck. Or, you know, whatever. Is it Phoenix doesn't have Thing in the Ice, so it's not quite Pioneer. Wizards could fill in those type of things with literally one set. They could even do it with a couple of anthologies almost, and literally every deck on the metagame page would be playable in the format. So my hope is, even though it's probably going to take several years to have all those remastered sets and all the core sets and all the other stuff on there, I think we can get to something that's close enough that it's essentially Pioneer very, very quickly, really. Like, if you think of the big cards missing, Thing in the Ice, Eidolon of the Great Revels, Nykthos is a big one. Kalitas. Like, there's a pretty short list. Escura Bidavichura, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for you. Hey Seth, I don't know anything about baseball, but a friend of mine is making a tabletop book game about baseball statistics, and it sounds really cool. Media thought of you. It's called Deadball, and it's been kickstarted recently. Ooh, I'll check it out. Baseball, I hate watching, but I do enjoy the statistics part of it. It's just such a good game for stats, and it has 100 years, more than 100 years of stats to pull from and compare. So it is super, super sweet statistically. Thanks for the idea. So yeah, so that's where I'm at with Pioneer. Is I think it can happen quicker than they're suggesting. So the Gruel Jaxas, yeah, let's do one more. Let's do one more with Jaxis. I really want to see the combo. We did the combo like kind of once in our first game, and then we'll try the Jun Fires, Casualties, Landau stuff. Siege Rhino, I need my Siege Rhinos. Oh, once we get Siege Rhino. Actually, you know what we got to do is to explore Panharmonicon. We haven't done that yet. We've played Panharmonicon in every format, usually multiple times, but we haven't done one in Pioneer yet, or in Explorer yet. Magic the Gathering tattoos. Wow, that's such a sweet tattoo. I mean, I don't think I'd get a full back tattoo, but that is a really nice looking Mayal. Okay, that's a pretty sweet mana symbol setup. I like. Is that a Blood Moon? Mana symbols. I think I like this one better with the color compared to this black and white looking one. What is this building? I don't recognize that one. No Blood Moon in Pioneer yet. That one looks painful. Is that part of the tattoo, or is that from getting the tattoo? Oh, there are some pretty good magic tattoos. Liliana, okay. Karn, Phyrexian. Oh, Sarah Avenger? Pacifism? Okay, I like it. I don't know about Secret Lair Spell Pierce, but it does look... I mean, I guess that's literally a tattoo card, right? That's where it came from. So I could see mana symbols being a good tattoo. Oh, what is your magic tattoo, King? If any of you have a magic tattoo, let me know. What do you have? Pay Money Wubby has one of the best magic tattoos I've ever seen. What is his tattoo? Ooh, all right, reasonable amount of lands, couple of innkeepers. We'll keep this. We'll keep it. Siege Rhino could be a sweet tattoo. Ooh, Edikar Valkyrie. Edikar Valkyrie. Back in the earliest days of Commander, that was like a legit card. We have so many cards now, though, that it's one of those. The Mighty Have Fallen scenarios, I think, where it's just gotten beat out by other options, but I still, there's a special place for Edikar Valkyrie in my heart. I've always liked that card. It came from Cold Snap, and Cold Snap was like such a bad set, but that was like one of the coolest cards from it. Ooh, Japanese Crux of Fate. Wait, wasn't that the ripoff one? Was that the card that the artist like mashed together two old cards from other people and like took DeviantArt and mashed them together? Dreadhorde Arcanist, is it something? Well, we're gonna play a land, and we're going to, I think, just run out of Zika's Chariot. Try to raise. Maybe this combo is not that easy to pull off. So we've seen, yeah, that's why we're playing it, is we're trying to combo with Combat Celebrant. That's the goal. Although in practice, we've gotten Jaxis value. We've gotten Combat Celebrant value, but we've only had one game where we actually had the whole combo come together. So it's been hard to actually pull off the combo. Oh, it was a Strix. Okay, that was the non-Japanese Strixhaven one. That makes sense. Opponent going to consider. Well, killing this Arcanist would be nice. Oh, this is okay. So one of the hot new decks in Pioneer is actually a prowess style deck because of Because of Ledger Shredder. Ledger Shredder is just driving the whole multiverse at this point. Opponent getting in, hitting us. Sure. We will take it down to 19. Untap. All right, play a land. Play the land. Play an Innkeeper. Gain some life. Make a treasure. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Make a dork. Do some crewing. Do some attacking. Copy the Kiki token. Gain some life. Well, we're not comboing, but we're doing well. Oh, did you see? I didn't pay attention to this. In all the spoiler news, did you see that they brought back Textless promos? I'm very curious what y'all think about that. What was it? Store championship promos? Let me see if I can find them. Store Championship promos. Yeah, we didn't talk about these. So these are so sweet. So they brought back Store Championship promos. Participation, you get a Flame Slash. Top 8, you get an Archmage's Charm with Teferi in the art. First place, #1 overall, full art Textless Dark Confidant. So you gotta win. You actually gotta be first to get that one. What do you think of Textless promos? I know we went through, like, Wizards used to make them. And then they basically stopped making them. But now they make so many. Are we dying? Now they make so many different. They make so many different versions of cards. I've kind of come to believe that it really doesn't matter. Like, there's not that much of a downside to. Well, all right. Combat Celebrant. Gain some life. Crew. Because the argument against Textless promos is, well, they're confusing to new players. They can't read the text on them. But I kind of feel like in the world we're in now, where, I don't know, most cards you see across the table don't even look like Magic cards. They might have tattoo art on them, or some crazy secret lair. Hazoret the Perverted from Amonkhet that you can't read the font on anyway. Maybe Textless just is not a big deal anymore. Dark Confidant, do you know what Dark Confidant does? I mean, I guess maybe because you're here, you're somewhat enfranchised. We actually had a conversation about this on the podcast. It's going to be going up in a little bit. Like, do people know Dark Confidant? Like, if you're someone who started playing Magic somewhat recently, do you know the text on Dark Confidant? Is it still a well-known and iconic enough card that you're just going to know it? Or are we going to have a lot of people who don't even know what Bob is? Do you know why it's called Bob? I don't understand why anyone wants any. I don't understand why anyone wants any promo of anything anymore. If everything is special, nothing is, except Hazoret the Pervert. That one's great. I mean, I do think that is kind of, sort of, a little bit true. Like, there are so many promos that I do think it's not unfair to wonder if there's just so many, it doesn't matter anymore. It's just nothing. But I guess the other side of that coin is, yes, promos aren't as special as they used to be, but if there's so many different options, maybe you can find the perfect one for you. And you can find the promo that, you know, the Dark Confidant that's just perfect for your commander deck, or you have some connection with for some reason. So maybe that's the upside. Even though I do agree, it's exactly like Full Art Lands. Full Art Lands, when they first came out, Zendikar were like the most hyped thing, and they were really expensive, and everyone loved them. And then every few years, Wizards would do one, and then we started to get them like every set. And now Full Art Lands mean nothing to me. Like, I'm over them. We have so many of them that it's not unique anymore. So I do think that is a bit of a risk. Well, play Gala Greeters. Gain some life. Play Gilded Goose. Get some triggers. Grow the Gala Greeters. Crew the Chariot. Go to combat. All attack. Copy the cat. Gain some life. Make a treasure. So opponent blocks. They gotta block the two big ones, right? So they're gonna lose both of these. Well, I guess they can block and block. And go to 1. Oh, we gotta be getting there. We gotta be getting there. Counterpoint, and side to your earlier point, the full art lands in every set ensures that everyone can have easy access to them and can make a full set of styles they like. I love mid and val lands, and now I have them for all the decks I want to play. Yeah, that kind of goes back to what I was saying about promos. Like, having them all the time makes them less special, but then you also have that upside where you can find one that connects to you. You have, a million options, so you can find the right one for your commander deck or whatever. So I think there's give and take. And I mean, I think one of the interesting things that Wizards has done recently is they've just done other styles. Like, they used to be very hesitant to mess with the border. Like, that wasn't something they did. The card frame was a card frame, and now card frame changes, text, the font changes. So now they can make cards special in different ways. They definitely print some of the most unique and coolest cards that we've ever seen in just the last couple of years. So it's not like they're running out of ways to make special cards. But for me personally, like, I don't know. Full art lands to me just aren't bling anymore. they're kind of normal. I almost feel like full art lands should just be the baseline. Like, why, at this point, why even bother to print half art lands? Why don't we just do them all full art? I think the Gilded Goose can hold. All right, gonna kill the Reflection. The question is, can we get in this last point of damage? Because worst case, we can... Actually, are we dead? I don't think so. 12 and 5, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, so we can't die. They can flash back the Strangle and kill the Goose. But then don't we just win on the backswing? We can go wide enough. Wow, what a ridiculously close game. Yeah, we got the creature lands too. So we can fire up Den of the Bugbear, which is pretty good. All right, opponent kills Gala Greeters. Yeah, I don't know if... Yeah, our opponent's definitely dead. They might not realize it, but they are. Yeah. So we'll block. Stay at 29, and opponent scoops it up. Can you argue that full art lands are textless? I mean, I think they definitely are. Full art lands are, I think, literally textless, although... I think everyone knows what they do. Like, that's kind of the issue. There's a big difference between a full art island and a full art cryptic command. Cryptic command's like the poster child of when people complain about full art or textless cards, because cryptic does have a lot of text. And I guess I can kind of see the criticism there that maybe it's a little bit hard for people to keep track of, which that might actually be true in the case of cryptic. Dark Confidant's not that confusing though, right? Oh, no, Ice Cauldron. The wording on Ice Cauldron. I want to do a short about the weirdest wordings on Magic cards, and Ice Cauldron is or maybe it's an actual video, I don't know. Ice Cauldron is a good one. One of my favorite though is Rock Hydra, where top-down design just goes too far. Rock Hydra from Alpha, the text on this cracks me up so much. So Rock Hydra, double red in X, summon Hydra, put X +1/+1 counters, parentheses, heads, on Hydra. Not even Rock Hydra, just Hydra. Each point of damage Hydra suffers destroys one head unless red is spent. During your upkeep, new heads may be your own for RRR apiece. This is like, Wizards want to do a top-down design of a Hydra, which is awesome, but then I feel like they were worried that people wouldn't get it, so they felt like they had to explain the joke. Like, if it was just put the counters on it, remove the counters, add the counters, I think people would have understood like what they were trying to do, but they were worried. It seems like they were worried that people wouldn't get the Hydra flavor, so they had to like do this whole this whole head thing. Oh no. 20 seconds. Every time. Why do we wait so long to sideboard, chat? I'm curious. Why do we always wait so long? Yeah, Rock Hydra's so funny. Do you think they should do more of that? Maybe they bring it back. Now that we have like flavor words, maybe they bring back Rock Hydra style design. About it. Oh, don't worry, I do blame chat. We would never run out of time sideboarding if it wasn't for all of you, chat. But would have brought in Cinder Vines. What does Cinder Vines hit? There might be an argument for bringing in, this Fry's not looking super good until they Ledger Shredder is Bright Dragon. I wonder about Unlicensed. Hey, what's up, Spaghetti? Lots of spaghetti. Yeah, Rock Hydra for being an alpha card is not that bad. Yeah, shock ourselves. Down to 16, past the turn. Did you see the standard Velomachus Lord Reanimator deck took 5th in the challenge this weekend? I did see that. I was looking through the standard decks today. It's pretty sweet to see Velomachus actually kind of taken off. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could bring in Cinder Vines just for the damage. Normally I don't do that. I will if it's like a combo deck like Storm, but it could be fine just for incidental damage, I guess. It does add up a bit. Opponent gonna get in, hit us. I think we're gonna kill this 10 of the Bugbear with Beseiju because we got nothing else going on. Yeah, this is not the best start. See if our opponent's a believer in the basic lands. Get that done with Bugbear. Oh, Sanctuary Ward's so good. That was a card I was really high on during spoiler season, and it's cool that it's actually working out because it seems like it's got to be good. It's got a good ETB. It's got a decent body. Like, everything adds up to it being good. I wonder how many of these cards are going to be good after rotation, too. Like, that's the other thing. Oh, obviously, yeah, they get to get a dual land. Of course. Well, I guess we play Gallagher Eaters. Not looking good. The murmuring from the Pro Magic Twitter seems to be that there's going to be a diverse suite of decks for the SNC Championships. What are the formats for that, Halfway? Standard and... Wait, is it Standard or is it Alchemy? Yeah, I keep forgetting. Beseiju's gotten way worse in Standard because of the Triomes. I remember before the Triomes came out, I would always have to worry about... Oh, gee. Yeah, this is the blowout. Yes, Is It Tempo deck looks good. I always would have to have like a single basic land in my deck because of Beseiju. But now that you got Triomes, you don't really have to. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't have to if you have lands with types. Yeah, we're super done. Well, that was a rough one. Security rocks will go down in value once Vanishing Verse rotates. Probably true. I mean, we should get some big changes, right? Like, if we look at the... Okay, let's actually sideboard. Be responsible Magic players. I don't know about unlicensers. I don't think the damage from Cinder Vines is worth it. I think what we need to do is... We might bring in Burning Hands. We need to kill things. That's number one. And then have a clock of our own. I think that's the most important thing. The Fry, maybe we go 2 Fries. The Fry didn't look great. If we look at Standard, though, like Legion Angels leaving, Luminarch Spirant leaving, Skyclave, that's a huge one. Basically, the white deck. The white deck essentially rotates. Goldspan's gone. That's going to shake things up. Velky, I guess, kind of shakes things up. The Enchantress deck at least gets worse. Without Runeforge Champion, I think it gets a little fair. Maybe it's still going to be really strong, but I guess you lose all the runes too. Without runes and Runeforge Champion, it's going to have to rebuild. So we're going to definitely see a very different looking standard this fall. Plus, we're going to have all the new stuff from Dominaria, and you got to think Dominaria is going to be pushed. Like, you can't go back to Magic's home plane with this epic storyline celebrating your 30th anniversary and not have a good set. So I actually fingers crossed, I actually think maybe, what about like Birds of Paradise, Lightning Bolt? This is a time, if there was ever a time, Magic's been power crapped, it's getting stronger. If there is ever going to be a time for Wizards to be like, you know what, let's put Bolt in standard, you know what, let's put Birds of Paradise in standard. Honestly, last Dominaria set started one of the best. Ooh, all right, Ledger Shredder. Now we wish we had the Fry. These color hosers are just lining up awkwardly. Well, Gala Greeters into Gala Greeters. Trigger your Ledger Shredder. Well, make a trash. Oh, they're gonna sweep our board, aren't they? You know what? Let's put a counter on this to be safe. Pass the turn. Birds of Paradise Lightning Bolt. Let's do it. Let's do it. Stasis. How about a stasis? Winter Orb. Winter Orb returns to standard for the first time. For the first time in, I don't even know, 30 years? I wonder if there's any iconic alpha cards they could print. Outside of, like, Bolt, obviously. Bolt, Birds. Maybe they could have a cycle. A cycle of iconic... Wow, they're going to sack a land? That is the greediest thing I've ever seen. Oh, it's Reckless Rage. I see. Not as greedy as we thought. Opponent gets in, hits us. We draw Jaxis. We'll play the land. Ledger Shredder is pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good Magic card. 3/5. How do we ever kill this? This is just gonna kill us. What would Tarmogoyf would be safe for standard. I kinda want that. I think it would actually be really sweet. Someone suggested in Fishmail on the podcast with how many new cards we're getting that we take a year and just do a whole year of just reprints. And while that's probably too extreme, and I don't think Wizards would do it, it actually would be kind of interesting. Like, what would you think if... All right, play Llanowar. Put a counter on it. Blitz Jaxis. Yup, you get to Ledger Shredder's bonkers. What would you think if Wizards just literally reprinted a set in standard? Like, what if they took and... All right, discard the Burning Hands. Copy the Greeters. Gain 2 life. Go attacking. Come on. Draw 2. We need them to be good. We need them to be good. We need them to be good. Oh, Red Cap Melee. Reckless Stormseeker. Like, what if they just put original Innistrad into standard? I mean, Chronicle style would be interesting. I mean, maybe it would just be a really good core set. Like, maybe what I want is a core set that was actually good rather than, like, yeah, old school core set. That would fit. We're going to the 30th anniversary. If there was ever a time to do something creative like that, I would say this is probably it, right? Well, play Azeka's Chariot. Can pay for a Spell Pierce. Make some cats. Oh. Okay. Reckless Stormseeker. opponent gets to Ledger Shredder. I mean, I think some of that stuff would be a great way to celebrate. To celebrate the 30th year anniversary. Like, let's go back to the history a little bit. Wait, new card. New card like a spoiler card? All right, opponent hits their lands. This bird is the word. Hey, what's up, Dive Down? How are you? Good to see you, opponent. Killing our stuff. Ledger Shredder. Bustarino hits us to 10. Oh, now we draw the Combat Celebrant. Oh, we can't deal with the bird. We can't deal with the bird. And we're not winning this race. I'll go to combat. Our removal, we drew the wrong removal for these matchups. We drew, opponent goes to 7. We drew the Fry last game, and our opponent had all red creatures. And we got the red cat melee this game, and our opponent got a 5/7. All right. And opponent's got a 5/7 Ledger Shredder that we just can't kill. Oh, expressive iteration. Maybe they Reckless Rage again. Yeah, it wouldn't even matter if they Reckless Rage. We don't have enough damage to kill it. How did everyone miss Ledger Shredder? Well, we're going to blow up some lands, I think. About it. Oh, not Caves of Koilos. They got to do good things. It's the 30th anniversary. We're expecting good. We're expecting good Magic cards. Opponent. The check lands, I mean, they're fine. They're not exciting, but they're fine. Is there any way we can win from here? So we go to 4. Come on, deck. Wow, that is close. Oh, actually, wait. Okay. Kill the Soulscar Mage. Bone's got 1 card. The Bone Crusher potentially. Come on. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, and that's game. Now we're exactly 1 point of damage short. Oh. Well, I mean, that does it. Wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's the power of Ledger Shredder. Like, our opponent didn't really do anything other than Ledger Shredder. Well, I mean, if we stomp in response, so sure, we could stomp in response, but we need to stomp at our opponent's face because we only have 6 points of damage. So the way we can win is kill the Soulscar Mage, attack for 6, stomp our opponent's face. But if we spend the stomp on the Soulscar Mage, then we only have 6, our opponent goes to 1, and then Ledger Shredder kills us. Yeah. Oh, Imperial Seal would be sweet. That would be a sweet one. All right, let's try the Land Destruction Jun deck. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Maybe they don't block. Yeah. I mean, you never know. You never know. I mean, I think it's 100% that our opponent blocks. I assume if you gotta be. It's just a very, very, very obvious block. All right, so this deck, John Golos, Fires, Land Destruction. It's John stuff. It's got Fires of Invention. We got Cleansing Wildfires. We got Casualties of War. Hopefully taking advantage of the fact there's not many basic lands running around this format. We got Assassin's Trophy if we can run our opponent out of basics. Then we can start cleansing Wildfire and getting our opponent that way. We got a full playset of Field of Ruin. So essentially, we want to run our opponent out of basic lands, blow up their lands, tutor up more land destruction, and eventually when somehow we don't actually have that much of a win con. I guess Pelucranos beating down with a Golos, Jewel Thief, common all-star Jewel Thief. So let's blow up some lands in C. No idea how good this deck will be. So the last deck, I guess we should wrap up that deck real quick. The combo was cool, but it seems like it's actually Gruel mid-range, essentially. That it's Gruel mid-range, and some relatively small percentage of the time you might get to do cool stuff with Combat Celebrant, but we played, what, 5 matches, I think? We played 5 matches, and the combo only happened once. The deck did fine. We finished with a 3-2 record. So as far as winning and losses, it was fine, but the combo didn't actually come up. Maybe there's a way to embrace the combo more. I don't know what it would be. Maybe Rocco. We haven't seen many Roccos. Maybe a way to tutor up the combo pieces. But let's do some land destruction here. Someone blew up my lands in Commander yesterday when Narset wheeled me. Oh my god. Hope plays Narset. Were you playing with Crim? Were you playing with Crim and Richard? That sounds like something Crim and Richard would do. Crim gets you with a Narset wheel. Richard Armageddon's away your lands. Welcome to my life, Dejuice Caboose. Why can't we just have a friendly Panharmonicon game of Commander? Alright. Now let's see if this deck actually works. Yeah, Yarian's so messed up. Have you figured out any combos for Ginny Faye? So there's like a commander combo with Requiem Angel, but I haven't really figured out a combo for, well, we can keep this, I think. As long as we get to the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, it's fine. Haven't really figured out any true combos for like Standard or Explorer. At least, I mean, not easy to attain combos. It's definitely a cool card. It's a sweet value card. We played it a little bit in Standard the other day, and it can definitely do some sweet things by upgrading your tokens. But actually going infinite with it is, yeah, there's commander combos. Best I found is Gallagreater. Yeah, Gallagreater synergizes nicely with it. Yeah, let's just play the Proving Grounds. Well, if we live long enough to get to the Casualties of War, life will be good. This Hidasugu Consumes All actually kind of looking decent. Wow, sacking the blood. Opponent desperate. Plays a land, passes. Well, down to the Bugbear. Go. Winter Orb and tutors for Winter Orb only. Winter Orb's such a brutal card. They don't print them like that anymore. Huh, so opponent's just gonna do nothing? Well, in that case, I guess we'll Fable the Mirror Breaker. Get our filtering going. You don't like the full art lands? I don't like them as much as Ikoria ones, but they look pretty sweet. Though, one thing that's really awkward with these lands is they are so different than Ikoria ones. Like, oh, they're a Grease. Are we dead? Oh, jeez. All right. When did that happen? I guess, that's a Grease. Wow, Greasfang. Yeah, Greasefang is everywhere, isn't it? I was thinking they were a sacrifice deck, but nope. It was not even look. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered, but was not even looking at the graveyard. Well. Hilariously, I think I've played more Greasefang during this stream than I played against Winota the entire time it was legal in the format. I didn't play against Winota maybe more than once, twice, out of probably like 100 Explorer matches or something. For some reason, I just never played against that card. Maybe we need better graveyard hate in the sideboard. Maybe we need lane lines. If everyone's gonna be playing that deck, maybe we need to come more prepared for it, because I guess it's a pretty popular option. Duress is fine, I guess. Fatal Push. Doesn't kill Parhelion. Doesn't even always kill Greasefang. Noxious Grasp does. Duress is good. The problem with Binding is it's not instant speed. We probably rather have Fries. Let's try it like that. Yeah, this deck is very light on Graveyard Hate. Sabraz and Brainland are a wheel deck by default. You should assume that from Commanders. Yeah. I mean... if we had one more land, we would love this hand. You know what? One land, one keep. One land, one keep. We've been running bad today. That's about to change. We're due. That's how math works, right? This means a land's coming off the top, and we're going to enjoy Cleansing Wildfiring our opponent into oblivion. We'll have Assassin's Trophies to deal with their combo. Binding of the Old Gods. All right, that's not it. This hand is, like, relatively unbeatable for our opponent's deck if we draw the lands. Greasefang decks without Greasefang barely function. Winota decks without Winota are still really good. I mean, so the difference between Winota and Greasefang is I think that Winota gets got by Graveyard Hate. Well, at least our opponent thought seized us, so we don't have to discard the hand size, but we're probably dead here if our opponent does what they do. I will say that I don't think it's true that Greasefang decks without Greasefang don't function, because yes, it is true that some of them are built that way. Like the blue-white control version. Oh, all right, well, we're going to pretend that game never happened. That doesn't even count. That doesn't even count. That was a warm-up. So some Greasefang decks are like that, but if you look at the good Greasefang decks, they actually are trending more towards Winota style decks, where so there's Esper, which is like Esper control, essentially, with Greasefang being your finisher. That deck, without the combo, Ledger Shredder now gives it something, but it really is, it's a combo control deck. It's very dependent on the combo. But a lot of the other decks, well, I guess this is basically the control deck. Where's the Abzan builds? Like Mardu, you have a relatively legitimate backup plan with Croxas and Blood Tithe Harvesters and Fable of the Mirror Breakers. And then Abzan, I think, has the best fair plan. Actually, I don't even see Abzan on here for some reason. Maybe it's lumped in. Oh, there it is. And then Abzan, also, you got Rotting Registars, you got Fiend Artisans, which are just really big creatures. You got a bunch of reanimation. So I think that as players build more of these decks, and then I guess Orzhov, which I've never actually seen before. Also, you got Archfiend Vessels, which gets really big. So I think that as we see more of these decks, we're going to see them be more like Winota decks, where they have a good late game plan to go along with, or a good backup plan to go along with the Greasefang plan. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how they handle Pioneer coming to Arena. I strongly believe that they need to break up the ban list for best in 1 and best of 3. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think they can have one ban list for best of 1 and best of 3. And I know Wizards probably doesn't want to do it. They probably think it's too confusing or whatever, but I very, very, very strongly believe that is going to be necessary for the format. I think the best example of why it's necessary is actually Tybalt's Trickery. Like, yeah, you could play a Creeping Chill. I think Tybalt's Trickery, though, is I don't know how they solve the Tybalt's Trickery problem unless they split up the ban list. Anubajed, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. What makes a healthy competitive format? For me, it's diversity. I want to see a bunch of different viable decks, and it kind of depends a little bit varies a little bit based on, we might get him here. Based on the size of the card pool. Like, you're never going to have as many viable decks in Standard as you do in Modern, because there's way more cards in... Get him. Oh, because there's way more cards in Modern than there are in Standard. So it's just not going to happen. It's not even possible. But I do think that a healthy format is going to have multiple viable decks. You know what? We're just going to Field of Ruin. How many basics can this deck be playing if they're playing 5-color human stuff? It's got to be like one. It's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. Show us that strip mine. Show us that strip mine. Ha! Got him! Got him! Got him! Yes! Okay. Strip mine mode achieved. Opponent, Adeline. That card's pretty strong. Probably gonna have to kill it. Overgrown Tomb. Untapped. Well, gotta go odd. We gotta live until we get to this Casualty of War in 2 more turns. Come on, come on. Give us some more land destruction. Give us some more land destruction. Opponent still hitting their land drops, getting in, hitting us. Ooh, that is land destruction. Although we might have to wait. All right, Prosperous Innkeeper. So they probably have Collected Company here, which is a concern. Yeah, we got to see what they hit before we go land destruction mode. Opponent, Collected Company. How bad is it? Are we dead? So the reason that I think Tybalt's Trickery... Yeah, we got to kill this Catilda. You're all your big stuff, that's fine. The reason that I think that Tybalt's Trickery is a card that's going to exemplify why we need to split up the ban list is it's going to be unbanned when we get full Pioneer. And the reason that Trickery sees play is because of Arena, not because it's good. It's just because of how Arena's set up. So you know what's going to come back? It's going to come back. It's going to again be an issue. Golos. Well, okay. Okay. If we Golos here... I mean, so we can Casualties, but then our opponent can apparently potentially just kill us. Yeah, let's Golos. Our opponent probably has another Coco, which is not good. That's kind of ridiculous. I guess we got to take Cascading Cataracts to maybe spin this Golos and look for a sweeper. Gain a life, play a tap land. Please no Coco. No attacks. Opponent. Oh. That's pretty good. Thalia, General Kudrow. Oh. Well, the double Coco draws that's a good one. That's gonna win a lot of games. That is gonna win a lot of games. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this this Thalia means we also can't really cast stuff off of Golos. So we're in actually a horrible spot. Opponent. Yeah, Coco's a crazy card. We are playing Ranked Explorer. Indeed. Yeah, maybe we could have killed the Thalia or the Catilda earlier. Opponent. Attacks, attacks, attacks. Well, we will block and block. All right, we get rid of the Thalia. Extraction Specialist to get back the Thalia. Yeah, I think that means we're dead. Jeez, what a draw for our opponent. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, because if we spin this, we can't actually cast a Wrath that we hit. Oh, wait, they didn't get back Thalia? They got back Catilda? All right, well, in that case... Come on! Come on, Golos. Be good, buddy. Be good. Be good. Alright, not that good. Jeweled Thief. Makes a treasure. Kill the... I don't even know. These are all problems. I guess Oh. Did we mess this up? No. Okay. Kill that. So we block here. We block. I mean, I guess we thought sees ya. Take the Skyclave. Play the tap land. No attacks. Out of cards. We're staying alive. We're staying alive. We're staying alive. We're staying alive. Come on. Oh, jeez. It never ends. Adaline off the top. It keeps getting worse. Opponent attacks. We need a sweeper. We need a sweeper. We need a sweeper. Opponent triggers, grows. Well, block, block. Block, block. Pelucranos. Does that do anything? It's 3 to fight. Not really. Okay, what do we do now? Are we just spinning Golos again? Is that our only option? What can we even hit? Is there anything that we can possibly hit that's going to change this in this huge deck list? We already used Extinction. I guess Path of Peril would be somewhat good. You know, there's not a lot. There's not a lot. This Hidasugu's Consumes All has been incredibly bad. Yeah, there's not many board wipes left. Is Pelucranos better? Pelucranos can fight something and block. So it can, like, fight this. Yeah, alright, whatever. Spin Golos. Ooh. Alright. Alright. That was helpful. That was very helpful. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Alright, back in business. Wow. Pretty sure that's a one of. Alright. The magic gods have smiled upon us. We cannot complain about the double Coco draw. Wow, that was so lucky. Bonus exclude draws a card. And yeah, I think our opponent's the one that's in trouble now because look at this hand. Look at this hand. Opponent gonna get in. Sure. Oh, opponent's gonna have no lands pretty soon. Wow. Frisky opponent. Block and block. Untap. Loot away Pelucranos. Loot away Hidasugu Consumes All. Here comes the land destruction. Field of Ruin. Blow up your green source. Get a land. Opponent, nothing to find. That's a strip mine. And then this is where our opponent's gonna get sad. Fatal Push, the Adaline. Casualties of War. Creature land. Thrabes. White Source. Play the land. And yeah, your go opponent. Your go opponent. Your go opponent. Augur of Autumn. Sure. That's fine. More Goloses. Flip the Fable. Pelucranos. Exile. And this should be it. Big old 12-12. Fight the Augur of Autumn just in case. And yeah, opponent doesn't even have Coco mana. Oh, what a comeback. That was looking scary too. Opponent extraction. That is good. That is a good one. Two for one. Yeah, Golo's still pretty good. More importantly, we actually are successfully blowing up lands. We've blown up quite a few lands this game. Opponent. Yeah, gonna rebuild. I've been following you for a couple years, but I still have my doubts. Is it magic, odds, or gods that you pray to? Oh, gods. Normally the magic gods. I mean, who else controls our top decks? But yeah, typically the magic gods. So blow up a land. Spin Golos. Play a new Golos. Get a... You know what? I think we just keep blowing up lands. Get a Field of Ruin. Play the land. Play the Fires of Invention. No attacks. We're going for the flawless victory. The Alia. A little bit late, but sure. Opponent passes. Field of Ruin. Blow up your land. So close. One to go. Get a mountain. And then we do need to not die. I guess we're not in danger of dying. So we can cast 2 spells. Well, free Golos. Get a Field of Ruin. We want this flawless victory. Or at least landless victory. And then... you know what? Let's Fable the Mirror Breaker. That's fine. Fable the Mirror Breaker. And then get Yarion. Pass the turn. One land to go. Yeah, we can fight at instant speed if we need to. Oh, opponent. Come on now, opponent. And opponent. I can't believe we got back in that. That double Coco, I thought we were dead. Yeah, I think Extraction Specialist is actually pretty legitimate Magic the Gathering card. Wow, we got super lucky. That was super lucky. The deck I've been messing with in Explore has been based on the Eldraine card. Always want to be good. Cauldron of Eternity. Ooh, I remember messing around with that in Standard. Yeah, Consumes All seems bad. Calling a Ritual seems good enough. Explore Grixis Cauldron. Metalwork Colossus is a spicy one. Wow, this deck is absolutely wild. Wait, so what are we trying to do with this? How does this... Okay, so Insolent Neonate fills a graveyard. Waker fills a graveyard. Cauldron... So we're trying to get creatures in the graveyard. Find Cauldron of Eternity. Why Shadow of Mortality? I'm so What is the synergy? There's got to be some sort of mana cost synergy. What does Shadow of Mortality do? I mean, getting back the Combustible Gearhulk. Oh, we're trying... Okay. Yeah, okay. So a little... Yeah? Is that really worth it? Wait, so this is just like a 7/7 that hopefully we hit with Gearhulk? This puts it on the bottom, right? When it dies. I mean, that does seem hilarious. I mean, if you can flip into it with the Gearhulk, that is super... Oh no, sideboarding our arch nemesis. If you can flip into it, it does sound it does sound pretty awesome. Gillblank can go down. 13 seconds. Maybe one cleansing wildfire, an assassin's trophy. All right, good enough. Good enough. Oh, it helps with Tainted Indulgence too. Yeah, Metalwork Colossus can do some pretty frightening things. It does seem really good with Cauldron. I like it, Halfling. That's a neat idea. Still, I don't know. I don't know about Shadow Mortality. I have not been convinced. Ooh, Path of Peril. I have not been convinced in pretty much any brew anyone sent me with Shadow Mortality. Maybe it's probably just my own biases, but I still can't really get over it. I mean, Calibrated Blast, it works there, and this has similar mana value shenanigans, so maybe. Oh, Fires. So why do you think Fires hasn't really been a thing in Explorer? Girth Blossoms, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup here for you. Thank you. Well, yeah, we need to kill Catilda. And it even gets exiled. Out of here. No extraction specialist for you about it. See, I wonder why there's no Fires here. What do you got about it? What do you got? Charming Prince. Sure. Does some scrying. Yeah, maybe it's just too slow. That's possible. Oh, if only we can get to these casualties. That's a lot of destruction. That's a lot of destruction. Am I a crazy person? I kind of miss Throne of Eldraine area arena. I mean, Eldraine was a powerful set. I could see people missing Eldraine just because of how overpowered it was. Like, just in terms of raw power, that's 10 out of 10. As far as health of formats, I think it was, on the other end of the scale. But, well, okay, Fires time. Land Fires. And Path of Peril. Out of here. Dorks. One more land. Gets us to Golos. Gets us to Casualties. Aww. Alright. 2 more lands. I mean, it's on the short list. It's on the short list of the best sets of all time. I don't know if it's number 1. Did I draft Caleb Glennon's cube when it was on Mono? I didn't. I didn't get a chance, unfortunately. I don't get a chance to play as much cubes as I used to. Back in the days before I was making content, I would draft cubes so much. But now I haven't as much of a chance. That's one of the downsides of making content, is you don't have as much time for doing other things. Ooh. Huh. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3. So are we calling Ritual? Do we actually do it? Oh, how's the cube event coming, Zach? What are the details? There's actually a cube fest coming up. CubeCon. Only 1 card in hand. You know what? Let's just go Golos. Whatever. Whatever. That's fine. Gain a life. Get a Golos. And I think we just start with a World Tree. Make sure our mana's good. Get a World Tree. No attacks. That's not as fun, but that's fine. These casualties should probably put an end to our opponent. What was Caleb's cube? We'll have to do more cube streams. If that's something people are interested in. There was a time, actually, I used to do more limited content, but then I've sort of fallen away from it. I don't know how many of you, if you've been around here for a while, you might remember they did this event on Magic Online where they did a different draft format every week. And it was like going through all the eras of Magic. So a lot of old formats. Year of the Flashback, I think they called it, if I remember right. And we we actually tried to do all of them. I don't think we quite made it, but oh, this is gonna be sweet. Calling ritual. Okay, kills a Golos. We had some mana. Casualties of War. Creature land. Sorry, friend. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, we get a mana from the treasure either way. Thalia's Lieutenant. Opponent. How would you like a little bit? Oh my goodness. Yeah, binding the old gods. Well, creature and land. You and you. Your go about it. I feel very bad for our opponent. They just want to play a fun game of Explore, and they have us over here blowing up all their land. So of course I'm sorry. Very, very apologetic. I'm sorry, is it not coming across that way? Oh. Sorry, friend. How about a Field of Ruin? Yeah. Grab a mountain. The land destruction plan is actually working, and then we'll play Binding the Old Gods and kill this charming prince. I mean, they don't give us Blood Moon in Explorer, so we gotta do it the hard way. We gotta piece it together little by little. Well, grab a Triome. Hi, but the eye. We need 2 more land destruction spells. 2 more for the flawless victory. Get in, hit ya. Exile, whatever. 2 more. I mean, it's really our opponent's fault. They played 1 basic. A lot of this could have been avoided on their side if they had played more basics. I don't even know why we're Yarion deck. This Yarion doesn't even seem good. Like, we don't really have synergies for it. It is? I guess maybe, I don't know. Is there an upside to being 80 cards? Yeah, I mean, they could draw out of it. It's possible. About it. Selfless Glyph Weaver. And passes. Even more lands. Hive and the Eye Tyrant. Hit ya. I mean, I guess we just run out the Yarion. Even though it's no value, just to have a 4/5. 4/5's kind of big. You can play a spell, blink fires, cast another spells. Yeah, I mean, I guess is that worth having 20 extra cards in your deck, though? Your wife left you because you couldn't stop buying ledger shredders. I mean, really, though, if you start buying them early enough, you should be good, right? Well, go after the Adeline. Opponent sacks. Well, Hive of the Eye. We've drawn a lot of lands in the row. Ledger Shredders went up a lot in price, so if you start buying them early enough, you're probably good. You can use your Ledger Shredder profits to meet another wife. Yarion taught me that 20 extra cards is barely a downside. I mean, maybe that's true. But what's the cutoff, though? That's the question. Would a 100 card deck be a meaningful downside? So we know that 240 cards-ish, 250, let's say, that was pretty good. We know that that's a meaningful downside because we've seen that with Battleowitz. And Battleowitz is not, I mean, it's functional, but it's definitely inconsistent at that point. And that's what? 4 times the size of a normal deck. So we know that the cutoff is somewhere between 80 cards for Yarion seems fine. 240 cards for Battleowitz, not fine. 100 cards? 150 cards? Where's the cutoff? Oh, I'm sorry, Turtle Power. Was that you? You got into the queue at the wrong time. We're just blowing up some lands. Battleowitz is very consistent at going to time. It's not a slow deck, is it? I mean, maybe shuffling. That's kind of the problem. How do you shuffle a Battleowitz? I think you gotta shuffle it in separate piles and put them together. Or have like a shuffling friend there for you. 100 cards is fine for Commander, although Commander is kind of unique because in 60 card formats, your goal is basically often to reduce variance. That's kind of the overall goal of your deck. When in Commander, a lot of times your goal is to embrace variance, or at least to accept the variance. If variance is a positive part of the game. All right, let's think about this. Well, definitely take Gaida. Gaida has impressed me. Gaida is one of those cards that it's kind of like Ragavan, not on the same power level, although it is very strong. But it's got that snowballiness where if you can't kill Gaida like the turn that it comes down, and your opponent starts to cast spells, it goes wrong in a hurry. Like it just gets out of control so fast. Well, we'll take the Youthful Valkyrie. If we can keep our opponent to only playing 3 drops. Then I guess we maybe get him with this extinction event at some point. And I'll play a land, Fable the Mirror Breaker, make a dork. Guyuda. Oh, actually, there's a big controversy. So you gotta help me. You gotta help me with this, chat. There was a big thing when we played the Cammy War deck, and I'm still trying to figure this out because. Discard and discard? Well, we need to kill that, but we don't want to give him a land. Maybe we just discard the casualties? Discard the casualties. Draw a card. Thought sees you. Take the... Skyclave Apparition. Assassin's Trophy. Opponent's got 2 basics. I don't know what we're gonna do now. So there was a big... We played the Kami War deck. I'm still... Yeah, Kwami? Something like that. I'm still confused. Is Cammy an American word? That's the part I'm confused by. So apparently there's an American pronunciation, which is Cammy, and then there's a Japanese pronunciation, which is apparently like Kwami or something. Then what is the American pronunciation? That's what I'm confused. Because I thought, well, maybe there's just an American word that has the same spelling and is pronounced Cammy. So basically just all Americans say it right. Like the American pronunciation period is wrong. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Righteous Valkyrie. Well, blow this up, draw land. Opponent. Oh, no green mana. All right, so we're still getting value out of it, even if it isn't quite as much value. I'll take the Yarion, I think. Yeah, take Yarion. Pass the turn. If you watch anime, you know how to pronounce it. Oh, well. Krim has tried a couple of times, but I have not started. Other than BoJack. I've watched BoJack, but... So confusing. Nesmith for the 56th month. When is Riveteer's Ascension coming to a Modern Against Odds near me? Gotta build that deck. I want to play. The problem is it's all gonna be the Evoke Elementals, which I don't know if that's gonna end up being a bad thing. Ooh, I think, okay, so how do we do this? But it's gotta be the Evoke Elementals. That's the sweetest synergy. So we do this. We Extinction Event odds. Get rid of the board. Play the land. Hit you with the tokens. Make a couple treasures. I mean, BoJack is the best anime. So it's a stupid American thing. I get it. I think I finally get it with the Kwami now that it's It's us Americans being bad at saying things. And although in that case it makes me feel slightly better that apparently Americans in general say it incorrectly rather than just me saying it incorrectly. It's all of us that are the problem. Goblin attack treasure. We're gonna cast Lockline, pass the turn. Yeah, I know, that's why I got so confused, is people said, oh, you're saying Cammy wrong. So I was like, okay, people are actually like, and some people were really serious. I got a couple of very serious emails from people that were like borderline offended by it. So I thought, okay, like, I don't know. I like trolling pronunciations, but in this case, some people seem to be actually offended. So I better look this up. So I looked it up on Google, and they said it the same way I did, that it's Cammy. I was like, oh, maybe these people are just, they be tripping. And so then we do the Cammy War video, and then a bunch of people said it again, and that's why I've been trying to figure it out. So apparently it's that Google says that the American pronunciation is not actually the right pronunciation, or there's a American word that isn't very popular that's pronounced Cammy that is spelled the same, but that's not the right pronunciation for call me. So interesting. Good old language. We'll pass. Draw a card. Go to combat. Hit ya. Opponent really refusing to run out this Brutal Cathar for some reason. Play a land. I mean, sure, Yarion, I guess. Maybe Yarion's just busted. It's a 4/5. It's been our finisher. Opponent. Brutal Cathar. Goes after the Yarion. Okay. Oh, the people that were talking about it, I don't think they were Japanese. Obviously, if someone from Japan, although it would still kind of be the same, because what I was basically stuck on is Cammy the legitimate American pronunciation of the same word, or is there some disconnect there? That's kind of the interesting part of it. Like, was it a case where, because some things like, what's another example of this? Macabre. I know when I say macabre, some people say that's a mispronunciation, but I think that's actually the correct pronunciation in like Britain or whatever. Because if you ever listen to old time radio from like the 40s, that's how it's pronounced there by like Orson Welles or something. So I think there's some words legitimately are pronounced differently, but apparently Cammy or Kwame is not one of those. Well, that went pretty well. Maybe this deck is actually just kind of powerful. We're kind of just crushing people. So macabre or macabre. So there's sometimes got the macabre, the ra at the end of it, versus macabre. Macabre. Yeah, so language is so weird. Doubly so when you're me, who's already butchers his first language. So it's especially challenging for me. Palestine, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. What are we doing? Well, okay. Flame Blast Bolt seems fine. Maybe a Noxious Grasp? I don't know about... Oh... Oh no, so that was another one. Call me. Isn't that That's the way you're supposed to say it, right? Call me. Because when I say Cammy is the one that everyone said was not the correct pronunciation, especially for Japanese. So that's when I'm trying to get away from Cammy. Even though that was one, I think it's, I blame Google. It's Google's fault. It's got to have a caw about it. Well, all right, land and Thoughtseize you. This hand's a little light on action. Well, take the Cocoa. Ship the turn. Opponent. Well, Mountain. Go. Dodo VD and Munduez, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so, Righteous Valkyrie, that's a good draw. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you, thank you. Opponent gets it, hits us. This is bad news. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Well, we're gonna play it, but if our opponent turns on this Righteous Valkyrie, we're maybe dead. Maybe, perhaps dead. We need them not to have an angel gain life. Okay, Skyclave Apparition. Well, it's not an angel. Come on, Wraths. Come on, Wraths. Opponent gets in. It's us. More lands. I'll go to combat. Attack you. Make a treasure. Opponent takes it. Dragon Skull Summit. Gallows. The Busted. Go digging. We need Tabernacle. If we had Tabernacle of Pendervale in Explorer, opponent would be in serious trouble here. Well, I guess we take World Tree. Take World Tree, fix our mana. Wherever that might be. All right, World Tree. Still gonna get some Wraths or something. Opponent. Google has the correct pronunciation, but there's a drop-down menu. It's just like British pronunciation, not American, which I have not the American to have it say it correctly. Well, but that's what I'm confused by, the Great Destroyer. What is the American one on there that says it like Cammy? Like, why is it on there? Like, that's what I was trying to figure out, if there was like an American word or something that was similar. That's the part that confuses me the most, is what is the American pronunciation on there? Like, why does it even exist? That's what I was wondering, if there was another word that's spelled similarly but pronounced differently. What a weird world. Ooh, do you think it's possible we get slivers in Dominaria? It seems like it's at least somewhat possible, right? I'd be down with some more sliver action. Well, I think we attack. Yeah, we're going to attack. Keep our opponent's life total down. Next turn, we could potentially spin a Golos. Oh, sweet mother. Okay. Well, honestly can say I was not expecting a Seal Away. Well, next turn we will not be spinning Golos. Well, Field of Ruin, and go like, yeah, Seal Away. Who plays Seal Away? Now they're gonna turn on the Valkyrie, and we're gonna die. Yeah. Okay, so now we are to the miracle stage. We need a legit miracle. Opponent going to combat, attacking. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, we'll cycle a Triumph. Seal Away. Seriously now. Seal Away. Who plays Seal Away? Casualties of War. Good, but I don't think good enough. Artifact, creature, enchantment, land. Artifact, creature, enchantment. Yeah, still not good enough. Good, but there's still a guy to that one. Righteous Valkyrie is a legit card. RG390, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. We got a new donation from McIntyre, $3 donation. If you want to make chat happy, here's an 8-second Kami Kami pronunciation.
Kami. Kami.
That kind of sounds like. So I guess it's a little more ah-y. A little more ah-y than Amy. All right. Here's the one I looked. If you just go to Cami pronunciation.
Cami.
So that's the one when people first brought it up. I looked it up and was like, oh, they must just be wrong on this one. But then apparently someone said if you switch it to British,
Kami.
That sounds more Kamiing. Huh. So I'm still confused why maybe Google's just wrong. Perhaps Google is just wrong. All right. Noxious Grasps in. How do we deal with these angels? Fry's in. Calling Ritual seems bad. Fatal Push is okay. Thoughtseize. Flame Blast Bolt does get rid of Gaida. Fry is good. Assassin's Trophy good. Go Blank, we can go down. Extinction Event's good. I mean, we just gotta kill. We just gotta kill it all. Kill all the angels. Grind them up into Halo Dust, and we'll be fine. All right, something like that. Bring in all the removal, run it back. Oh, yeah, I guess I don't actually know how Google's pronunciation works. Maybe they do just, maybe it's just an algorithm or something. I hadn't really thought about that. Maybe they do just make up their own pronunciations as they go along. The British one is better, but not correct. Well, I mean, it is British. I mean, look at Vince. How often is Vince correct? Down to the Bugbear go. And all right, Gaida. Well, we gotta kill the oh, fires. Fires could be good if we can get to it. Well, we gotta kill the Gaida. Gaida's busted. Come on, land. Come on, land for the fires, for the Goloses, for the win. Threat one dealt with. About it. Bishop of Wings. Another Golos. Okay. Well, little Golos flooded. Land, please, maybe. About it. Maybe Jewel Thief is good enough. Green mana. Cocoa time. Look at all these. If we have Golos Tron, which is not a... Oh, Righteous Valkyrie. All right, deck. Land. Untap, please. Okay, Assassin's Trophy. Well, I mean, Assassin's Trophy, it's not a land. Yeah, we gotta wait. Assassin's Trophy can kill the Valkyrie, I guess, at least. Which is sort of something. Brutal Cathar. Wow. Maybe we should kill that? To get a treasure to play. That is the greediest line. Land. Combat. Oh no. How greedy are we, chat? No, trophy can only target your opponent's stuff, unfortunately. What we could do here is kill the Brutal Cathar, get back to Jewel Thief for a treasure to get us to Golos. That does leave us potentially dead to Righteous Valkyrie, but yeah, Brutal Cathar. Kill it. Get back the Jewel Thief, get a treasure. The Righteous Valkyrie lives for now. But this gets us enough mana to get a Golos down, to get a land, to get the fires down, and then hopefully we draw some removal. Okay, block. Take 2. Down to 17. Opponent passes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, maybe we just pass now. Fatal pushing the Valkyrie's so good. We'll draw land eventually, right? We'll draw land eventually. Jaxis, the combo was not easy to pull off. We only comboed like once, but the deck actually worked well. The problem is if we sack all of our treasures for Golos, then we don't have a way to trigger Revolt for the Fatal push. I mean, we are, you know what, we're going to do it, whatever. Golos, get it down. We got to hit our lands. None of this matters without lands. So Golos. You know what we can do that's super greedy, but we can take... Maybe we just take Field of Ruin. Let's do that. Field of Ruin's a way to trigger Revolt if we need to. Get in with the Jewel Thief. No seal away today, thanks to Vigilance. Down to 21. Opponent. You have to listen to the Japanese pronunciation. Ah. Opponent. Gets in. Alright, we hit a land this time. I'll play the Mountain. I think our opponent might have Seal Away in hand. That seems like the most likely. Get in, hit ya. Yeah, there's a Seal Away. That's fine. We got multiple Goloses anyway, so getting rid of the Golos doesn't really matter. That is perfectly acceptable. Opponent gets to block. They're not to the point of turning on Righteous Valkyrie yet, hopefully. We're just going to Golos again. Actually, we can Fires Golos. Fires. Play Fires. Play Golos for free. Turn on our World Tree. Field of Ruin. We're going to attack this green man in a minute. Opponent, can you turn it on? Are we dead? What do you have? Opponent. All-time favorite deck, Panharmonicon value. I mean, it might be Panharmonicon. There have been so many decks we've played, and there's been several. Ooh, Skyclave. That's pretty good. There's been several sweet ones. But original Panharmonicon or original Siege Rhino stand out as some of my favorite from all time. Yeah, any of our permanents leaving the battlefield count as triggering Revolt. So Seal Away does it, along with going to the graveyard or whatever. So Jaxis was good. I think Jaxis is like legit. Yeah, let's just kill this. Kill it while we can. Untap. Field of Ruin your green source. See if we can get our opponent off green mana so they can't Coco. That's step one. Just different for today because tomorrow at noon, Wizards is kicking off Commander Legends 2 spoilers with a stream. So normally on stream days, I do the spoiler stuff in the morning and then stream in the afternoon. Since they're not doing it until noon, I can't do that tomorrow. So that means no stream tomorrow. But I didn't want to miss the stream, so I decided to do a stream today to make up for that. So also, I guess I should make that really clear. No stream tomorrow because of the spoiler thing. So stream today and then hopefully, fingers crossed, all goes as planned. Stream on Thursday as well. So opponent has no white mana. I'll take Yariad. Pass the turn. Which 3 cards or deck enablers would you like to see brought to Arena first from for Explorer from Pioneer? Number 1, Nykthos. I really want to see Nykthos. Nykthos opens up Mono Black Devotion, Mono Green Devotion, Mono White Devotion, Mono Red Devotion. So there's actually a pretty big list of playable Pioneer decks that need Nykthos. Yeah, yeah, I think I tweeted about it, but I'll tweet about it again, dog, just to make sure. That's a good point. I might fire it up just during the stream. Just like do a half hour, an hour stream. Why Wizards is streaming? Do you all want to hang out for that? I could do that and then just do the spoiler video afterwards. It's kind of fun to, hey, what's up, Gordius? It's kind of fun to hang out together and watch it compared to hanging out in the official chat with a ton of people. I can do that tomorrow if you're down. I mean, I don't think we'd play very much, but I could hop on for the actual Wizards stream. We'd watch it together and then do the spoiler video. So casualties. Yeah, let's just casualties. No, podcast will be coming up after I finish the stream. So another match or two, and then podcast gets uploaded. I recorded the podcast, and then we jumped right into the stream. So I'll upload it shortly. All right, blow up Brute. Seal away land. Take 3. All right, well, plan on that then. It'll probably be like a half hour, 45-minute stream. It's at noon Eastern. Noon Eastern tomorrow. That's the kickoff stream for Commander Legends. I will stream it and we'll hang out. We can watch it together as a group, and then after the WotC stream ends, I'll have to run off to do the spoiler video for YouTube. But then at least we'll have some stream tomorrow, and then we got a bonus stream today, so it works out. Bonus streams. Paps, welcome to the Fishbowl. Well, and that way also, I guess there's something for the people that are expecting a stream tomorrow if they missed it. Paps, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 23rd month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Oh, also, did y'all watch the video on the YouTube today? What do you think of that? The short style. Not as a every video thing. It would be more of a fun thing, but curious what you thought of the format of the video if you watched it. You know what? We're gonna attack the lands. That's what we're here for. Come on, how many basics can you possibly have? Are you out? Come on. Oh, not yet. All right. Well, play the land. Might as well Thoughtseize ya. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so opponent has a lot of basics. Many basics. Well, pass the turn. Opponent taps. Yeah, a little more digestible maybe for people who don't have time to watch a full video. Short videos that aren't shorts are great. Oh, well, that's good feedback. Thank you. I missed your 3-year sub. Oh, no. Nalakilla. I'm so sorry. Nala Killer for the 35th month. 36th month? 35th month. Close enough. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription, and definitely appreciate a 3-year resub. Big super share for you. Thank you. Well, discarded Golos. And my apologies for missing it the first time around. That's on me. Well, discard. Actually, do we keep Yari on? Discard. This might be greedy, but we're gonna do it. Oh, casualties. We do like the casualties. Prosperous Innkeeper. Make a treasure. Yarion. Blink. Pass the turn. Get our stuff back. Get some triggers. This deck could maybe use Panharmonicon. Could always use a Panharmonicon. Let's take Castle Lockwayne in case we get to that point. Pass the turn. About it. Oh no, did I really Stone Rain? When did you sub? Ha, I try not to miss any subs, but if I do, I apologize. Stone Rain, 1 year resub. My apologies. 2 in a row. Big scoops here for you. Thank you. Oh, last week. Well, I'll try to make up for it now. Definitely appreciate it. All right, let's do one more. One more and then it's podcast time. Been working on Daggerburn for ooh, I love Daggerburn. Daggerbird's just such a unique archetype. Okay, Slaughter Specialist, nice new addition. Got the Frosidon. Panharmonicon, Dowsing Dagger. Iteration, good way to find pieces. Ooh, Meat Massacre, that seems like a good addition. That actually looks pretty solid. That looks very, ooh. I wonder if there's a way to, so another deck list people have been sending me for Explorer. I love you too, Stone Rain. Another deck list people have been sending me for Explorer that I haven't tried to play yet is the Healy-Rye Luxor combo. I wonder if there's a way to mash that all together, essentially. The Saheeli-Rye Luxor combo, if you can turn Saheeli into a creature with Luxor, then it can copy itself. And then the copy gets an artifact version, so that can copy itself. So you get infinite Saheelis entering the battlefield. They all legend rule each other. But then if you have a payoff for that, you can win the game. I wonder if there's a way. I saw the Saheeli. I wonder if there's a way to mash that all together. But this looks sweet. I like it. That looks super fun. We're going to have to revisit Daggerbird. Oh my god. That is a fast Ronas. Well. That's frightening. Yeah, I mean, kill the Llanowar, I guess. Please no follow-ups. Yeah, turn 2 Ronas on the play is tough. Scavenging Ooze, not big enough to turn the Ronas on at least. Opponent passes. How are you dealing with the Blitz 4-drop in Standard? The mono black one, I'm super over it, and it's good with Sax Energy. That card's busted. I think that might be the best card in the set for Standard and for older formats. It's so good. Tenacious Underdog. I think you want exile base removal, basically. Graveyard Hate can also be helpful, but you do probably need a plan for it. I think that's part of what... makes the Esper deck so good. So this is going to be a 3/3. Opponent can pump. Yeah, let's just Fable the Mirror Breaker. Part of what makes the Esper deck so good in Standard is you get the good Planeswalkers, and then you get the good removal, and then you have Tenacious Underdog. Wow, they didn't exile it. It just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back. Okay, been a minute since I've seen a Grey Henge. I don't know if I've ever beat a Grey Henge before. I mean, I'm sure I have, but seriously, it's pretty good. Oh my goodness, and a Primal Might. All right, well. We will discard a Jewel Thief and discard a Jewel Thief and a... Actually, we don't want a creature in the graveyard, do we? We need to get rid of this Great Henge and this Ronas, and also the Scavenging Ooze, probably. We gotta kill it all. We just gotta kill it all. Get rid of Go Blank. And maybe Fable? Yeah, let's get rid of Fable the Mirror Breaker. Okay, we hit a Fires. I'll play the Jewel Thief. Get a treasure. Blooming Marsh. Pass the turn. Yeah, stuff that incidentally hates on the graveyard's also very, very helpful. All right, opponent going off. Steel Leaf Champion draws a card. The snowball has begun. Well, sack this. Fatal Push Steel Leaf Champion. Turn off the Ronas. We need to find a way to, yeah, we need a casualty. We got to get rid of the Great Henge. That's number one. If our opponent gets to keep drawing cards, that's going to overwhelm us eventually. I mean, the good news is there is a lot of incidental graveyard hate in Standard. There's a ton of cards that just randomly have draw a card stapled onto them, essentially. So those cards are also solid answers. Well, Field of Ruin. Fires of Invention. Golos for free. Get... Let's take Castle Lockwood. No attacks. No creatures, please. No creatures. Hey, what's up, Atari? How are you? Opponent draws a card. Steel Leaf Champion draws a card. Eventually, your opponent's gonna hit a land or two. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. There are lands in our opponent's deck. We know that. Opponent. Big attack. Well. That's a lot of damage. How do we do this? Is there a way? Is there a way out? We can Path of Barrel, but that doesn't get rid of the Great Henge. It doesn't get rid of the... doesn't get rid of anything. I'll block a Pellet Collector, I guess, and take a huge beat. Opponent hits us to 10. Werewolf Pack Leader draws a card. Well, Great Henge. Still good. Even in 2022. So we can't activate the Golos. We can Path of Peril, but then we die to a land. Yeah, I mean, if you can't deal with a Great Henge, it's going to get you. So I guess we can, okay. Blow up the cheap creatures. Let's do that. Blow up the cheap creatures. Get a Yarion. Play Yarion. Blink and blink. This might work, at least to keep us alive. Pass the turn. Get our stuff back. Grab a World Tree. We have like a million answers to it in our deck, too. We just haven't found it. Yeah, we couldn't spin. We didn't have the mana to spin that turn. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. Well, block. Block. All right, Golos. Yeah, opponent's gonna pump. Golos gotta save us. Yeah, I mean, opponent had Ronas on turn 2 this game. All right, down to 7. All right, another creature, draws a card. Did they finally fizzle? No, because I knew Mammoth draws a card. All right, Golos. All right, Golos. It's all up to you, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's discard Fatal Push. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Well, spin Golos. We need whammies. Nope. All right. Yeah, that Grey Henge drew like 10 cards. I mean, Grand is definitely a good card. Mostly just awkward that we have, like, I mean, I guess we're 80 cards, so you're not always going to find what you need. But it's awkward that we have a ton of ways of dealing with that. 4 bindings, 4 Assassin's Trophy. So we got a heap of answers. We just could not find one. But again, Yarian, 80 cards. It was kind of cool to see mono green. Normally in Pioneer, mono green's a devotion deck, so interesting to see more of an aggro build. Yeah, we got a couple Noxious Grasps. Yeah, Channel's definitely very solid with fires. It gets around the spell count, so it synergizes pretty well. Alright, I mean, this hand's... It's a hand. We're not going to lose to fires. That's something, as long as we hit our land drops. Triumph, go. Could take like 2 lands in a row. That would be the best. Opponent, land, and Pelt Collector. Ooh, all right. Well, we'll take a red land to redraw. Just anything that's a land. Werewolf Pack Leader. I'll kill the Pelt Collector. Land, 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 land. Okay, that's a land. That's good. So, Cleansing Wildfire. Blow up the lair of the Hydra. Go looking for more lands. Opponent gets a forest. Oh, okay, it's a land. It's tapped, which is awkward, but it is a land. Opponent. Thrashy McGee hits us. Oh, that's also tapped. Oh, that's not great. I'm gonna Yarion. Oh, this is gonna let our opponent have a good turn. Boy, the green deck is punishing, isn't it? It just gets big stuff going quick. 1 turn of tap lands and we're just getting run over. Well, okay. Fires of Invention. Binding the Old Gods. Yeah, the turtle seems like it could be really good with fires. Blow up Werewolf Pack Leader. Oh! Oh no. Wow. Oh, this is mono green Cocoa? What is going on here? Well, that's a ridiculous amount of damage. Yeah, we're super dead. That wasn't even close. POTUS smacks us for $1.5 billion. Whew. It's another Harbinger, and I'm not even sure how we get out of here. Blows up the fires. We need a Wrath off the top. Well, we draw fires. We tutor up a forest. Well, this is not the best way to go out. The fires. Are they going to Coco again? Is that where this is headed? Yarion. Blink Binding the Old Gods. Play the land. Blow up a Llanowar Elf. Is this another Coco? Wow, this wasn't even a little close about it. Well, I mean, I guess that's one of the problems with being this one of these stumbly bumbly mid-range decks. I mean, the deck felt really good overall. Yeah, we're dead. The deck felt really good overall, but we got to see like the max punishment of playing like a slow, dirtily, bunch of triumphs, lands come into play tapped. Sometimes your opponent's aggro and they curve out and you just get crushed, which is what we saw there. That was a full-on crushing. That wasn't even a tiny little bit close, but so what did we learn about our decks today? Gruel Jaxas seemed like a fine mid-range deck, although really it was more of a more of a Gruel deck than a combo deck. The combo, it does happen, but doesn't happen all that often. But the deck was still, I think, good overall, winning record overall. And then the Fires deck, is Golos cool again? That's the question. It worked fine. We lost that last one to aggro, but it seemed pretty fine. We blew up a ridiculous amount of lands. We got pretty close to getting some flawless victories because Explorer players a little bit greedy, not playing enough lands, so we can get them with the Cleansing Wildfires. But it felt pretty good, although a lot of it was spinning Goloses and whatnot. So I guess how cool it is depends on how much you appreciate the Golos and the Fires of Invention. Some of these decks, like, I remember hating Fires during Standard, but that's been a few years now. So maybe it's far enough in the future that it's fine because it's been so much time. But on that note, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for today. I'm going to run up and offload the podcast. In the meantime, check out the YouTube. The video today that went up, pretty interesting. Replay YouTube for everything else. One more shout out to our sponsor, Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free goldfish sticker. And we'll be back tomorrow, noon Eastern time. So 2 hours earlier than normal to watch the WotC Commander Legends preview stream. So we're going to watch that together. No actual gameplay, and then I'm going to run off into a spoiler, but a bonus stream for like a half hour, an hour, however long their stream is. We'll watch it together, talk about it, and then do spoiler stuff. So see you tomorrow at noon Eastern. I love y'all. Seriously, have an amazing night. And yeah, see you tomorrow for some spoiler action. So until then, everyone, have a good one, and I will talk to you soon.